Hello, everybody. I am back. I'm National Master Gopal Menon with my lovely co-host, Grandmaster Mesgen Amanov.
Hey
How are you
guys.
doing, bud?
Yep, we're doing good, and right now we're about to start the last round, round number 7, the
Yeah.
K-12 Nationals here in DC,
Mm-hmm.
and we still have a delay. I guess there's some announcement happening right now before the last round, and we will probably get our moves in about 1-2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And we have um, a player with a perfect score at the K-12, Jason Wong, and he's gonna play with black pieces against Nico Chasen. That's gonna be a very, very
Yeah.
interesting game because we know that Nico is playing white and he will be trying to play for win in this
Cheated,
game.
especially after cheating death in the last round. You know,
Oh
like what
yes,
was certain
yes,
death.
he
You know.
escaped a very difficult position. He could have just lost a piece, but he managed. On a second board, we have Sandeep Siduraman with white pieces versus Sharvesh Deviprasad. That will be also a very interesting game. We will be looking
Yes.
forward to this game. And on the third board, we have Donald Johnson, who could have beaten Jason Wong in the round number 5, completely winning position, but somehow missed it.
And look, credit to him. He like kept it together, right?
Yeah.
Didn't lose his morale, and now
Played
he's
very good game.
he's
round
playing.
number 6,
He's playing for, you know, some big change.
yeah. And so let's keep moving. So board
Our
number
guy.
4. Oh, our guy, yeah.
Yeah, Nathaniel Moore. What's up, buddy?
And he played a move. We
Played
have
D4.
Yep.
I wonder, do you think we'll see London system? He did D4, Knight F6, Bishop F4. Now here, personally, I kind of prefer Knight F3
Mm-hmm.
first. Like due in no small part to there's this variation which I find rather annoying. So if White continues to delay, there's this move F6 known as the Appledorn variation. Yes. And
Oh.
it looks so Knight F3 is the best. You could play G5, but I think Bishop F5 is the most reliable. It looks like Bishop D3 would stop it, but actually after E5, let's say Queen H5 check or DE whatever.
I just can't believe this is going to work.
Oh no, believe me, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Here, E takes, Queen here. Or wait, sorry, no, this is with D takes. So D takes, F takes, Queen H5 check G6. There are games like this too.
Mm-hmm.
Take here. Take here. Take here, Queen E7.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, Bishop F5, yeah. And then Queen B6, Queen E7, long side castle.
Mm-hmm.
This is a disaster for White.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's why my preferred move order is generally with Knight F3.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, so we have almost the same like yesterday. There was Amanov yesterday in Donald Johnson's game. I wonder.
That's a different game already, right? That's
Yeah, this is Donald Johnson's game.
Uh-huh.
A6 the con. It's pretty tough. Oh, he's getting ready to face Bishop E3, Queen F3 like yesterday. Unless he plays A6. I was gonna just say this.
Mm-hmm.
This to me, we talked about like regular lines and professional lines. This I would say is definitely more of a professional line.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of like literature on this line, and there are a little bit
It's
different
not,
features.
This is not the one that's called Brazilian Amanov?
No, that
What is
would
it? Where
no
is
no.
Brazilian
So
time on
that's
Queen
in the,
C7?
so that's in the English attack. So here.
Now
A6.
A6. Okay, got it.
No. This is still not the Brazilian yet. So the Brazilian was with Bishop E7
Uh-huh. Instead of Bishop
or,
E4?
or no. Maybe no. It is this.
Queen E1?
You're thinking of the line with B5, I think.
So what's the point of Brazilian? What they trying to do? Why is it called Brazilian?
It was adopted by
Fier?
Fier, Diamant,
Mm-hmm.
Mkhitaryan, I
Mkhitaryan,
believe.
yeah.
And very double-edged position. So G5, Knight H5, I believe, was the Brazilian Taimanov. Knight E8.
Well,
was
it's
popular.
only now.
Correct. Yeah, this I believe is the Brazilian proper, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. See.
Mkhitaryan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the idea is to
Yeah.
play Rook D8. There's some key points. But
So
yeah.
what is the current situation after A6?
Yeah, so if
he's
he does Bishop E3, he doesn't have to go Queen C7. That's the thing. For instance, Queen D2, Bishop B4, or even E5. These are.
And
moves.
Arthur Go, of course, understands these things.
Yeah.
We should go back to the board number 1 because we skipped that.
Yeah, still no moves there yet.
There are no moves. Okay, so Nico
Sandeep, D4.
Sandeep D4 Charves is preparing. Okay.
A6. Okay, so he's thinking a little bit. I remember a few of the sources that were citing or that were excited for white to play queen f3. Still recommend to play it here because bishop b4, the independent try, I think it was knight c6. Yeah, and then
It's gonna be very hard for
you see
Donald
bishop
against
d4.
Arthur Guo this game.
Yeah, I mean, right? Yeah, usually the main difference between this and the queen c7 is like white's taking here, and then we have a position like this. Lots of games by like Movsesian, Rublevsky, Polgar, real devotees of e6 Sicilians.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Knight e2.
Yeah.
c4.
yeah. It's possible. I mean, there's like
Queen e2 is mainly.
this here. There's rook e1, e5. I mean, very intricate line. That's kind of why I would consider this like a quote-unquote professional variation. Wow, and we have some action here.
Jababa.
Yeah, this is a Hans Niemann specialty, so usually getting it through this move order. Nathaniel sticks to his guns with bishop f4. Does get this position. e3 used to be the traditional move. Generally this is thought to be relatively comfortable with this idea.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
did he play e4?
He did do e4, yes. This is the other move. So the point is, if knight takes, there's this position, which, I mean, again, the computer says it's equal, but the pawns are totally asymmetrical, and, it's an interesting imbalanced fight and stable position. You could play chess. So he's played de4. So, yeah, dc5, I guess, is the move, but, tempting would be d5, but this goes back to a line with bishop f4, c5. White could have played e4 here, back when, I think around the time you first came to the U.S., like around the time we first met, this was popular, to go into this reversed Albin.
Reverse Albin, correct.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's really, that great. Like, for instance, here, g6, and then this bishop gets very powerful if you take. But there's some, I talk about this. I have an article on Lee Chess with the new idea in London, featuring some updates.
Okay, that's very good. So let's go into board number 5. We have Avi Harrison Kaplan from Chicago playing against Tuktsumur Yestuntumur, also from Chicago. So we've got two Illinois players. Illinois, that's correct? Illinois, yeah. Illinois players.
Illinoisan.
Yeah, Illinois players playing against each other. They probably played already against each other, but this is what we have here. King's Indian with knight e2.
Yeah, I like this creative move order that he uses to retain an option of the king in the center.
Yeah, I have this question for you. Since you know almost all players, you probably heard of this player Kakagildiv.
From your
From Turkmenistan, yes.
Yeah.
He was the one who was teaching us to play knight e2, knight g3 thing. That was his favorite opening. Other than him, I barely see this, and right now I see it again by Avi Kaplan.
Sometimes it's like used as a transpositional device to the sameish.
Yeah. So they get into something.
And here, I would think bishop h6 is the way to make use of the independent move order. It looks odd to have your rook on h6, but you'll go king f8, king g7. And most importantly, you've traded your bad bishop, leaving white with a very passive bishop on e2.
Yeah.
And, like, it's kind of a very positional game.
Very good. Do you think he'll find bishop h6?
I think there's a good chance. I mean,
you give it a good chance?
I think so.
I give it about 3% chance at
Really?
most for this move.
I mean, it's really funny because I am always looking for this. And
yes.
Yeah.
But this is.
That's true. Yeah. And like I said, they're
It's
lucky
so
to not play the tournament.
counterintuitive, to play bishop h6 at their level.
Right. Yeah, and they've already played bishop g7. But but see, the thing is, Tuktsumur is very original player. So I wouldn't be surprised.
I would really like to see that move.
Of course, me too. I think it's a great choice, especially like against less experienced players.
What's your percentage of him playing that move?
40%, at least.
Very high.
So, by the way, just hashtag real quick, just to explain the basic idea with knight e2. if black goes,
Why we just unavailable? Can you just go back here, check? We're good, okay. What's
We're
happening
good.
here? Why is
here,
it?
just refresh it.
Let's refresh and see.
No, look, see, we're there.
We're there? Okay, now it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just to explain this idea real quick. With bishop e2, if black goes with this normal king's Indian play, you have h4. And so you fancy having some attacking chances on the h file. And if h5, there's this move bishop g5. And there's only one move here, I believe, and it's queen e8. Because if you go with some normal knight c5, this sacrifice is devastating, if I'm not mistaken, right? You have queen f3. This knight has to go back, and now this rook can join the attack. It's too much. This is like the dream for a knight e2 exponent.
Yes.
So let's see. Okay, so bishop h6. We have a small wager there.
Mm-hmm.
Gus Huston. I always want to say Houston. Very topical line of the Italian game. Yeah, he's...
I mean, you might be right. Maybe he's Houston. But...
Well, Houston, he doesn't have a problem in this position. It's just normal Italian game.
Yeah.
Bishop b6.
One of the main lines, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, newer move order.
Mm-hmm.
Also, very important to notice, even here, like for less experienced players, there are so many like little nuances happening. Like white could have easily castled, he could have played c3, and these all have pros and cons. This move order does allow bishop g5, an idea first introduced into practice by Anton Demchenko from Russia, and great Italian game player. And yeah, this pin is relatively annoying. The traditional wisdom was that h6 g5 really excludes the bishop and gives black attacking chances, but you know, modern computers are less afraid of that, and modern players are seeking more fresh positions. So h6 does fit in a lot of the normal Italian game schemes. I guess what was surprising was maybe bishop b6, because usually we're used to seeing this, but maybe it's too much to waste that amount of time. And what's interesting about this structure is that if the pawn were on a6, bishop e6, while playable, is a little bit less desirable. Here, bishop e6, I think, is totally fine, because it's this type of structure that led to the whole reassessment of this modern Italian game.
Yeah, knight c4, d4.
Right, knight c4, d4, or bishop e3.
Yeah.
But with the pawn on a6, I have extra space, and black's structure is just generally less flexible. So with the pawn on a5, it's a lot safer for black, and you know, I can maybe more single-mindedly pursue queen e8. And yes, you're absolutely right. Undoubling the double pawns to get something to bite on is one of the main plans. So we'll see developments there. Terry
Luo versus Iris Mu.
Now look at this. This is a professional opening line if I've ever seen it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I don't know this player, Iris. Is this a girl, I would assume?
I don't know.
You wouldn't know, right? Iris Mu.
Maybe, but
I would really like that to be a girl. Just because we haven't seen girls on top boards, and that would be
yes,
that's my point. Yes, just like would be amazing to. I'll check. Iris Mu. I think it's a girl. Wait,
but your question was what about this opening line?
No, just want to see the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bishop g2. You've played the white. Oh no, you play knight bd2, right? Knight f3, bishop b4 check. You like knight bd2?
Knight f3. Yes, I like knight bd2.
Yeah, you like. I do too. I like my two bishops. But
Yeah.
I never really was such a fan.
Yeah.
This is such an interesting structure. I've always wanted to try, this line or lines like it.
I always think that black is fine here. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a very hot take, actually. A lot of people would really strongly prefer white sometimes. If you push e4 too early, there is a danger that we could punch a hole for this square, or for this knight to come in. And yeah, so white undermines this like cramping b4 pawn. So,
like right now, for example. Who you prefer? Like, do you think white have advantage?
After castle, I mean, what you have to play? I don't think so. I really don't.
Yeah, it's very good position for black.
I think this is fantastic.
Like,
actually.
there's some only problem is the pawn on b6, but
yeah,
they already equalized. Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
I think it's like the comfortable type of equality where white maybe,
Yeah.
should be a little careful.
All right, we will cheer for this game. Um, now, by the way, let's just clarify on round number one. We still don't have moves. Is it because they're still measured and they don't want to translate the game? Like, they don't want to show the game
I'm.
to avoid.
Oh, because it's of such competitive importance.
Yes.
I
Or-
I don't know.
Most likely, he's just not there yet, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Most likely.
I don't know about you. I kind of like showing up to the game a few minutes late, mostly to avoid small talk. I hate small talk with people.
Why would they even talk?
I don't know. People do that usually when they're nervous.
During the
right?
game? Nothing is small.
No.
Before the game.
Before the
Before
game.
the
Yeah.
game, nothing is small, really. Like, would they really talk?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you're used to not playing against goofballs. That's the
No,
thing.
yeah, for me, and it was like I wouldn't even care small. I just like the moment the game starts, that what matters. Anything
Right.
before doesn't matter. Everything after doesn't matter. Just you just have to.
See,
be there.
I'm different. On the
Oh,
day of the tournament, I lose all my social skills,
Yeah.
and that's how I know if I can't order my coffee that morning properly, I know it's going to be a good day.
So if you can't order,
Yeah, because I lost all my social skills. It means I'm focused.
okay. So Sandeep's opponent came. So we have D4, knight f6, C4, G6, G3. He's going to play fianchetto variation, and of course that guy was sitting and preparing this whole time. So the guy is prepared. We expect like to execute. We expect to see the execution of many moves. What's the move here?
H3, right?
H3, rook e1.
Yeah.
The question is like what my course is covering, because that's what he's most likely to play.
As the author of your course, what is your course covering? I think it's H3.
You think it's
No,
H3?
no, you know it's H3. Come on. But yeah, because rook e1. I mean, I don't know about knight g4. I don't know if that really is anything to worry about, but
If just rook e1, I don't know about G4.
I mean,
but
just
H3, yeah, is
yeah, that's normal, right?
yeah,
And
H3, rook e8,
then rook e1.
rook e1.
And yeah, the new trend in this line is to delay c6. You play a5, bishop d7, and actually, your Taev, his idea was to go rook e5, rook h5, like a madman.
What do you think is his psychology going into this? Why does Sharvesh is going for this? Like, why he's like he sat at home, and he just like, okay, I'm gonna just do this.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it was a recommendation from a coach or I don't know too many courses that recommend like this.
He said yesterday that he doesn't have a coach, right? Something like this.
Yeah, but he also said a lot of dumb things too. But
That's true.
anyway,
That's true.
I don't know. It's not the most direct. It's hard to get direct counterplay in the Fianchetto variation.
Yeah, let's take a look here. So we've got a new game that we haven't covered yet. This is Queen's Indian, and we actually talked about this today, right?
Rook e1, d5.
Rook e5, d5, yes.
d5. What was the comment you said? You said for like younger players, it's.
I actually, it's not even for young. You know, I played this move in Olympiad. You know, I could play
yeah.
this anytime. You should play this move, but you just have to know the theory, because otherwise you're gonna just be down a pawn.
Right.
You have to know, you have to understand the initiative. So again, I'll just show quickly the main line of what is actually this variation. So here, knight f5. Here, I can even explain a little finesse between the difference between knight c3 and e4. There's few people only know like what is the difference between these two moves. So against both, black is likely to play d5. You know, against both, black likely to play. But there's also this move d6, and you actually prefer to play knight c3 if your opponent plays with the pawn on d6, because you'll have bishop on f4 position.
And then your bishop on g2 is also
Open,
working.
yes,
Yeah.
and you have a better move than knight c3. So knight c3 is a slightly preferred version, because if you commit with e4, let's say, right, now d6 kind of makes sense. With knight c3, it doesn't make much sense. But
Yeah,
if they
absolutely.
play e4, they don't have to play d5. They can get d6 and play this position.
Wow.
So with knight c3, d5, d6 is just bad now because bishop f4. So d5, e4. What they play here? Bishop f6 sometime.
Yeah, bishop f6, bishop f4 was the line.
Yes, bishop f6, right?
Yeah, bishop f4, and then knight b a6.
Knight b6, rook e1 is normally,
e1.
right? And don't stop here. Keep discovering. There's probably another 20 move of theory if you want to go. Like, it's extremely deep to some lines.
Very good game was Kasparov Marjanovic in 1980.
Yeah, there's many good games.
It was one of his trademark games, like with the knight and f5 and Tiviakov Sandipan. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, and don't forget about some other deviations here that opponent doesn't have to go. Like knight c7.
And we talked about bishop c5 earlier.
Yes. Okay, let's go back. This is
knight c3.
My recommendation is d5. Knight c3 was played. Knight e4, queen c2, trade.
B takes. That's a little controversial.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Bishop d2, I think, is usually preferred these days by the big guys over this, but.
And he's not playing e4. He's playing rook d1. Okay, this game out of the theory now.
I think what White's saying with less, if there were more knights on the board, you know, the double pawns would feel a bit uneasy. But
yeah,
now this
another Italian.
Yeah, but this looks like something went wrong for black.
So this is normal,
D6,
normal.
b2. Okay, bishop c2, right, keeping.
Still normal.
Yeah, what I like about this move order is very sneaky. Like if h6 g4 at some moment is the idea, and.
Wasting time, yes. With
and
this.
maybe even queen d7 was kind of wasting time. I mean, rook e8 maybe to prepare d5.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, but
strange. Looks bad, to be honest. Just take knight h5.
Yeah, just take knight h5. What?
And knight h4, knight f5,
knight
queen
h4,
g4. Looks bad.
No, queen f3 too.
Yeah, we will make a move. We hang this. We don't have to hang this.
Ah, right. Knight h5, queen e7. I mean
something. Queen c1.
Even g4, yeah. Queen c1, that looks pretty convincing.
Amazing.
Okay, so he played d5, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's terrible. Like, can we just use engine just to see how bad this position so quickly? +6.
Oh, queen c1 first.
No, it's over. Just whatever.
Knight h4 too.
Who is playing? So Nicolas Alejandro de la Colina against William Safranek. So we haven't seen Safranek before, but
there's a small difference. If you don't play queen c1 first, you know, there's f5, but here there's no f5. There's no chance.
Terrible, yeah. Terrible.
Jeez.
Okay, let's go next. Board number 10, we have Arush Vinod versus Vishnu Vanapale. Vanapale just played with white piece against Sandeep and lost the game, had a better position, even winning position probably. Maybe I shouldn't say winning, but it's like overwhelming. Look, advantage, serious advantage. And here he's playing with black, another Italian.
Yeah, but bishop's opening and knight a5, one of the critical lines.
Yes.
I don't know too much about this, but knight e2, I know that's one move to allow this structure. The older computers used to always say that, you know, black is slightly better, and like a lot of the older books used to give this, but really the pawns, they grip the center nicely and they restrict the light squared bishop. Also queen f3.
Somehow over time I started liking these type positions with white. Like
I know.
With double pawns, it's like.
Well, that means you're a man of good taste.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I.
They're
know
more
anything.
interesting. Like they're
sure.
already in balance in some way. Like
exactly.
But different, just like already. Something interesting and a little bit unusual, so unique, like more new.
And better chance to fight on your own territory.
Yes.
And bishop b3, this is actually quite a serious move too. The theory used to be like this, and with the idea of knight d5, queen h5 is winning a pawn. Even this is probably okay for black, but bishop b4 basically solves the problems. Even this position, though, is still playable. Knight f3 has the idea that it was a game Firuza Carlson, so it was like this. ed3. Castle, correct. Bishop d6. Knight d3. And now, very important was, I think, not to castle right away. It was bishop g4. This kind of forces white to make a move that they don't want to make.
What about rook e1 check? They just go king f8?
I think it was like this. Is it this move? Hold on. Castle. Okay, I do know this position. It's bishop e7, of course. And if knight d3, then bishop g4.
Yes.
Castle does allow white to play h3 and bishop f4, queen f3. White gets very comfortable squares.
Nice,
yeah, bishop f5, queen f3 still with this point. And yeah, there's a famous like Firuza Carlson blitz game like that. But yeah, d4 basically, you know, we enter this position where maybe the knights are more valuable, but white's structure is not the most flexible. 92, very King's Indian style position. He goes knight g3, you could go knight d2 maybe as well. And so, interesting strategic battle.
Yes.
Kind of cool the computer, like, it just kind of shows the evolution of understanding. I feel like with the space edge and two bishops, the old computers would be across the board in black's favor.
But a very big difference with the A file open, right? That it's good for white. Okay, we have this board number what?
11.
Yeah.
Raga Venkat. And so this sort of transposes to Queen's Indian. I mean, here we have 94, like was in one of the other games. D5, I don't really think this is a great move. I think if white takes, if they take with the pawn, not that great. Maybe 95
weird
first.
Question.
Yeah.
You might know it. Didn't I play this against Daniel Range?
Man, I remember just one...
Looks a little bit familiar. But
just one beatdown. Maybe a couple beatdowns. I don't know if it was exactly this, to be honest.
Yes, but something like with 95 I played somewhere. But also, like, I get like so many tempos with Rook D1 and E4. But
so it looks like we have a move there. So he does do this. I think another approach is like this. Because if here, there's a trap in my upcoming project with Queen A4. And the only good move here is Knight B8. Where we're threatening to take twice and take here. This is the only good move, and that, let's just say that says a lot about black's position. If you were stubborn and try to do this, because here it hangs this, this is basically game over.
of course.
And two bishops, you're going to have better structure.
Yes.
Maybe even extra pawn, too. So he does CD5, and just in general, we were talking about how the structure went out of fashion for black. There are two possibilities to either go for the hanging pawns. Not a lot of dynamism to compensate for it. The king is safe. The g2 bishop aims perfectly at it. You don't really want to go for the IQP because you don't have like an amazing amount of piece activity also. And staying passive in the center, well, that's not great either. So, I mean, this is an example of like a move that just looks normal, but it's not specific enough to the demands of the position.
Next. Wesley Luo versus
Samruk Narayanan.
So we have French Tarrasch. This move Queen D7 rather than Queen D6. It's one of the differences is like if here. This is kind of an interesting line to save an option for this, like in Knight E7. So if Knight B3, basically here, take. There's A6, and then you can develop like this. But super dangerous is this, and like some C3. So that's why Queen D7 sort of came to prominence. So Knight E4 is without tempo. That's just one of the reasons. And Knight takes is, I think, preferable. I mean, this ending is playable, but white does have a queenside majority. But I really like the extra center pawn. I don't know about you. What's your preference in these types of positions?
Just definitely, I wouldn't play this with either color. I already know this.
With either color.
Yeah, these positions are not interest me. They're not unless I know already like who is how I get a clear edge. If I don't have a clear edge with either side here, I'm just not playing this.
Really, even with the imbalance and early endgame.
But I mean, what color you imagine me playing this?
I would see you playing black here, and being very comfortable.
No.
No? Okay.
I might be comfortable because I equalize, let's say, right?
Yeah.
But I just, it's not me. Like,
okay.
I don't like French, like, and I don't teach my students to play French, and I just think it's the wrong opening to play at the level of kids level.
Do you feel that's because of the bishop like not being active? I mean,
just because of passive positions, close positions. Why teach kids to play close positions? What's the point?
That I think
they
is
need to play open position. They need to not be afraid. They have to sacrifice. They have to play active. Why sit and defend? They're just completely counterlogical. Then they'll become cowards. Then they're just all trying to play defensive chess. It just makes no sense. When you're like a FIDE master level, play your French, just do whatever you want, just try to
Right.
equalize. But at this level, it just makes no
Yeah,
sense.
a good point you made is about the, playing open type games like open
Yes.
fights, because a closed position can become open, but it's very
Once it's
almost
closed,
never-
it's becoming more boring.
Right.
It's just wrong idea to play. Why play boring? Why play closed? Why play defensive? It just makes no sense. And it's French. that's
yeah,
why I don't
and
teach.
that's why you don't.
I never
because
teach.
it's-
Not a single student in my life I taught the French defense. I only, if a student comes to me who is already established player, let's say 1700, let's say, right, or 1800,
Yeah.
has already French opening as his opening. If it's okay, I'll just fix it. I'll just fix the holes, improve his French.
Yeah.
Okay. But if I see there's like some knowledge, little knowledge, cancel it. Cancel the French, and just do
I gotcha.
something serious.
Well, look, if you guys have any French defense woes or inquiries, you can slide into my DMs, just not his.
Yes. And if you're, and there's a lot of French player here, and if you're above, let's say, if you're already, obviously you're not a little kid, but we're talking about kids, right?
Yeah.
These are teenagers here. They can do whatever they want
Oh, okay, you're
because
talking
they
about
also don't.
Okay, yeah.
Majority of kids here, they don't study opening like deep. They just want to have a safe position, right?
Yeah.
And French
Playable.
is safe, right, to some degree.
Yeah, to some
Yeah,
degree.
to some degree.
This position, so interesting. By this logic, like, I think very unpleasant for most people would be D takes C3, because offering this queen trade, you kind of like having this,
Yeah.
this little weakness here. Like a lot of squares are
Yeah.
sensitive.
These positions I understand, and I could play this because I have
Right.
experience playing this.
Yeah. I remember the against Nikolish, right, where he
That
played
was-
he played
that
Bishop
was,
G7.
That was with the G6 pawn. It was
Right.
opening a little bit, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah, I-
Anti-Grunfeld, yes.
Yeah, but I could smell the Grunfeld on this guy,
Yes.
even though the game started like in this manner.
No.
And here he didn't play E4.
No,
which
it
is
was not like
interesting.
this.
This
Who's
is-
this is just a game you're showing.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you still talking about my game with
No.
Nikolic.
No, it was Knight F3, Knight F6, the Ulf Anderson game.
Yeah, this-
We are referring to this position just super quick, like this to compare.
E4.
With the C pawn
Yeah.
back, like a lot less squares are weakened.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Go back for 1 second, and don't show anything. Like, let's just ask chat. Like, let's just ask. Are there people there? So after knight takes c3, or e4, knight takes. What's the move you would play here with black? After queen takes and king takes, right?
Yeah.
So let's take with the king. We're only gonna give you guys. Oh, you see this? Aiden Arches gives the move right away, and he says, "I play Grunfeld." Who is this guy who is like plays everything?
I don't know.
I've been
He's-
watching your Aiden Arches, like, and all your comments. Like, you know it, or you're just looking at the chess base. And what's your rating? Because the player I played was like a 2300 player.
It's strong 2300. too.
Strong 2300
Lifetime
player.
Grunfeld player.
Lifetime Grunfeld player. And
Played
he
this move.
Played bishop g7.
Ugh.
Yes, it's not a good move.
It's not a good move. This bishop has no influence on this diagonal. In fact, it's no good. You have to trade it off.
f6 and e5.
Yeah, bishop e3, knight d7, and then trade that bad boy off. In fact, the newest finesse is h4, and so previously recommended has been bishop g7, and just to force this position, we could do this, right? It's so sick to be able to do this, especially because you have the narrative that maybe it's associated with this
Yes.
direct attack. And anyway,
Now you're giving up some secrets, serious secrets.
Yep.
Yep, that's what
Okay.
we're here for. Okay.
And see, this is interesting. Like, I kind of enjoy the idea for white to make use of this independent structure. Like, d4 is just straight up transposing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where's the finesse? I mean, there is bishop b5 check. I'm aware of. I know you could play rook b1 to stay independent. Maybe even h4. In fact, what is the independent try here? It is bishop b5 check. So trying to discombobulate the black pieces. If bishop d7, probably bishop c4, I would guess, or rook b1. I think both moves look decent.
Could be, yeah.
Korchnoi.
Let's keep moving.
That is my guy ahead of Nathaniel Moore. Sorry, buddy. Okay, let's see.
Who is your guy?
Korchnoi.
Ah, okay.
I think he takes precedence over Nathaniel. Nathaniel's a great boy though.
Uh-huh.
This is it looks maybe worse than it is, like because I mean, what? Oh, bishop d3, knight b4. Okay, so he wants to go bishop f5, and a lot of times, basically, in some of these lines, like if I can
Yeah,
show, like
knight f3, knight h5. I think that
right. I mean, like let's say f3, e6, g4, bishop g6. Let's say h4, h6, e3. I don't know, a6, or I know there's Salgado Jobava like this. Yeah, the positional masterpiece by Jobava. Yeah, you can take like this. I think Jobava took with the queen, or maybe he played h5 first. But the whole point of this is to reduce black's options for pawn breaks. c5 just runs head first into this when it looks like a nice exchange Slav for white, with the space on the king side. So the alternative plan would be to play for e5, in which case this knight c6 comes in very handy.
Mm-hmm. So you've seen this, right, before, this knight c6 stuff?
Not in this particular position, but I've seen this idea, and yeah, it's better than going for c5 in my opinion. What's funny is that we were talking about, I think in the last round, breaking conventional wisdom of blocking your c-pawn, which can attack or reinforce the center. And it's just funny that both players have done it.
Yeah. Next, Daniel Z. Wang won against Alexander Zlodev.
Now, this is a professional opening line. Where are these kids getting this information from? This is a very underrated variation of the Philidor. Bishop f4 used to be kind of the main move. Bishop e2 possible, of course. And longside castle. There's crazy line with d5. Knight c6 possible also.
To seriously answer your question, I don't think it's intended because it was known. It was just accidental, I think.
That he just
plays this.
Alexander Zlodev made this up in the last round.
Not made, just
I know,
plays
just
it,
kidding. Yeah. I've always thought it was interesting. Negi's recommendation never got more tests, but so castle c5. I mean, that is an idea, and it's. I think it's better to implement it here. Bishop f8 is not as good.
Some Gallagher vibes with c5.
Oh, Gallagher. Oh, yeah, Gallagher from the Fianchetto King's Indian.
Yes.
But yeah, this, even though bishop f8 is more common, I think this could be problematic. And there's some cool, very cool complications from this. So he goes with knight f3, some developing moves. Something went wrong.
I mean, e4 is
I think
hanging
so, yeah.
somehow.
Knight b5, but there's this tactic on f7. A6, rook e1, and so we're thinking.
Go in order.
All right, yeah, sorry, no.
So they see this is the most critical moment.
Yeah, so here queen d5,
check, yeah.
bishop e6, a6, and now rook e1. So what's the deal here? Queen c7, knight c7. That looks crushing.
Could be, yeah.
Oh my God, is this?
Intermediate move was clearly missed.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe queen d7, just more useful. You'll kick the knight out.
Yeah, just
or
a6,
d5,
London.
d5 even. Yeah.
It just helps you to play knight c7.
Is it? Yeah, this is
terrible.
crushing. Jeez.
Yes, blunder. And let's go back. Just instead of queen a6, how okay he's positioned with queen d7. Yeah, he was totally fine. Just a blunder one.
So Alexander blundered.
And he is not gonna get out of this, unfortunately, for him.
All right. Alvare Kravitz. We have the type of position that we were discussing, although I'm not necessarily a fan of the knight being on g3. Usually I prefer it on e3 because we can keep a black knight out of f4 with this.
You called him a son of Lenny?
Oh, son of Lenny, yeah.
Do you know where is Lenny Kravitz originally from?
It's Lenny Kravitz, but yeah.
Kravitz?
No, I'm just kidding. No, where is he from? Lebanon?
No. So his mom, I think, is Ukrainian.
Really?
Yes. No, opposite. His dad was Ukrainian. Yes.
Okay.
And
well, his dad definitely, was singing the "I Want to Get Away" tune before last year. Am I right? Yeah. So here, And plus, I don't know about knight g3. Like, why not throw in b4? This is totally a free move, you know, to get some space, and then bishop e3.
But did they play bishop e3? They didn't.
Oh no, they didn't. Or even if you were
They're gonna
delay
play-
it,
they
right?
could do
But
it, yeah.
but you could play b4 right now. I think it's more accurate. But so pretty normal position. But yeah, because the queen occupies f6. Usually the route is from here with the rook on f8, and then you
Yeah.
could double. But
Of course. Let's go. We're getting to board 17.
Mullins versus Manuel only wears Parada.
So pawn was sacked again.
Yeah, this is a variation, but it looks like they didn't know it. So Shirov, I believe, has played c4. And then yeah, basically we're saying this pawn is dead wood, and I'm getting rid of annoying ideas because a lot of times what happens is this bishop can come around like this. The French bishop can activate or something like this. So with b4, he's trying to repair all the situation on the queen side and just focus on the attack. There's also a very interesting exchange sacrifice with knight a5. And the theory runs like this. It's a very unusual position. I had a hard time understanding this. Bishop b5 and then king d1. Oh no, this was no good because there's knight g5 at the end. So you have to go here, king d1. And then yeah, you have two choices, but like here a4. And basically black's
Bishop
position
a3
is
a threat.
yeah, it's very congested. You have to play f6, and you can poke holes.
What's the valuation?
It should be like
Around equal?
I haven't gone like super duper deep
Let's
into
see.
this. Well, it's definitely not worse. In fact, yeah. Well, there's like another variation that, but we can go on to a different one. But so sorry, just to finish my thought, it didn't. So yeah, he didn't. Oh man, I could have just clicked on another game. And yeah, one day I'll figure this out. What am I doing with my life?
Lift this up.
Yeah. Smollens. Okay. So yeah, he didn't do that. Instead, this shows that it was kind of accidental, as you would like to say.
Mm-hmm.
And now, these types of positions could be actually better for white if they weren't so tied up. Because if you think about it, we have only one real weakness, and we've taken pressure off our center. We could play bishop d3, but this pin is just excruciating.
Mm-hmm.
So after queen c7, maybe not. Maybe better was rook b8 to keep the pressure. Here, rook c8. I mean, you cannot play chess like knight a1.
So bishop d2?
No, they didn't. They played knight a1.
Oh, wait, that's really bad.
Yes, that's my point. I mean, but I think I mean, you don't care. This you give everything to maintain this and keep the diagonal open.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit of a mental error, I would say, by the player with white, and
Yeah, looks bad.
really grasping at straws. A Dutch, a classical Dutch. Yeah, this bishop on f4 looks a little misplaced, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, because now we have perfect position. You could play even bishop e6. Yeah, I mean, practically speaking, why not?
Very random game.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
random.
that's all I could say. That's why I couldn't even say
Yeah.
anything about it.
Najdorf.
This is a little random too, eh? With this blend of the English attack attempt. I mean, here h3 followed by g4 is an interesting line. I know bishop c4, of course, traditional approach with short castle, but bishop e2 with knight f3, and then to play like this, you kind of wonder about knight g4. But yeah, just b5. This looks
Do
great.
you want me to tell you one story about this opening?
Please.
So this was Olympiad,
Mm-hmm.
I believe 2012 in Istanbul.
Yeah.
We were playing against Belgium, and I was preparing against Grandmaster Geobadza. Okay, and so I'm a Najdorf player, and I was preparing this, and then I see he plays bishop e3, e5, and he goes knight f3. And he has like 50 games.
Mm-hmm.
And I have like maybe 1, 2, okay? Because people don't play knight f3 that much, right? And then I sit like, wait. And just like, he just doesn't lose there. He plays super GMs, he doesn't lose. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, with all this experience, right?
Right.
Play it? No. The answer is no. So what I do, instead of knight e5, I sit and prepare knight g4 all day long, you know? And then I see like, because obviously I know I'm playing first board, he wouldn't take a draw right back and forth, so at some point he'll just go bishop g5. And I'm sitting and preparing this, okay?
Right, yeah.
And so basically the whole day I spent preparing, right? Go to round, very confident, expect e4, boom. And my opponent plays c4.
Oh, no.
You know? Luckily
How-
I won that game.
Okay, thank God.
End of
that's-
story. And this is
What-
like,
Maybe, would you mind telling the viewers about how you got into the Nightorf? Like, all of a sudden?
oh, do you know the story actually?
Yeah, with the Filipov, right?
So yeah, so basically, I was already playing Sicilian, the Seshnikov variation, like
Right.
you mentioned earlier, and then I played Asian Championship under 20 years old, and I find myself in India, in a city called Bikaner, and I was right in the middle of the tournament ranking, and in the first round I played top seed player Anton Filipov, and he played, you know, e4, and I played c5, knight f3, and I'm like, what is that thing I see about Najdorf, you know? And I just played the Najdorf.
Just on a whim?
Just,
No Sveshnikov?
I'll just tell you how much I knew, right? You're gonna laugh, but
A6
don't
was
laugh.
a move?
So I play a6, and I sit there confident, pretending like I know stuff, but probably I knew like 1% of what I know now.
Yeah.
So basically, I knew nothing, right? And luckily, he played something that is also rare. He played f4 variation, you know?
Right.
And I just played like.
You did like knight bd7.
I mean, of
or
course,
queen
like
c7.
what is my knowledge is like, maybe I'm over exaggerating like 1%, but I just looked at Kasparov games. He was my favorite player, and I just liked how he played his positions with pawn a6, and I used to play my Najdorf with pawn a6.
Yeah,
Oh,
same.
I liked it, yeah. And then now I did e5, and I did course on e5, but it's like, wait, I still like e6 more. I kind
Yeah.
of want to go back to e6 and like teach my students e6. But okay, the course is recorded now, it's e5. But yeah, and I won the game. It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I knew nothing.
But so
and
you were planning to do it before the tournament, or
just zero.
oh,
nothing.
you just inspiration at the
Nothing.
board?
No, like I was just like, and because I won that game, and that's since then, I played Najdorf. And what year was that? Do you think? So if I was like
04 or 02,
04 or 02,
I think, because I've seen the game. It was like
Two.
F4, knight
Probably two.
bd7 or
2002.
g6.
So that, wait, oh, you think 2002, 3, or 4, right? Something like
Yeah,
around that.
either way, it's potato. But
Yeah.
you know, maybe, you know, who knows? Maybe you record the course with e5. We could maybe see a course with e6. I know one kid that I used to teach. He used to call it not the Scheveningen, but rather the Chevy engine.
Yeah. Oh, and just one recommendation. Let's do this.
Yes.
If you're at all to play Najdorf and you want to try doing it with pawn e6, you should study the Vtashnik book, opening repertoire according to Vtashnik.
Or no, yeah, the quality chess book. Yeah, GM repertoire is Sicilian defense, right?
Yes, it's a defense. Yes,
Yeah.
according to Vtashnik. Yes, and then he recommends e6 early, b5, b4
Against
queen
the
d2 and
English
g4.
check,
Yes.
yeah.
And the lines are good. Like, okay, the book is a little bit outdated right now. It's about 12
Very-
years old.
yeah.
You know, but
The
you can
core is
you can still
is
play it
good.
for sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And,
And-
you could be like you back then, right? Just very confident and just a little bit here or there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's enough.
Right. It's way better than French, guys. Way better. So.
We'll see about that. Okay, we have one game done already. I don't know what section this was.
Oh, that's the kid, Mohit. We had his mother sitting on the last round, and he just wins so quickly.
It must be nice, but I don't know. This is like screaming to be played, right? To
Yeah.
open the center.
Yes. What happens with knight g5? Uh-huh.
I mean, it's just like the bishop. This bishop is not super valuable, and black does have the center now.
Okay, let's go. Uh-huh.
Okay, but e4. It's a
Uh-huh.
little bit
Wait,
overreaching.
what's happening? Okay. Okay. Rook F8.
Opening the position, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. And, sure, why not help your...
Checkmate, right?
Yeah, it's... Yeah, Mohit, it got from bad to worse, right? It was already,
Yeah.
hopeless, and then h6.
Let's do this. So Mohit guy, right? He won 7 out of 7, finished his tournament, right? He's underrated, but his level is really what? I mean, knight g5 was not something he could proud of, right? Let's go back.
I mean,
Right
maybe
here.
tactically... I mean, maybe he saw the idea and was entranced by it, let's say.
Why is it double question mark?
Because he has d4, a very strong move.
Ah, that's why.
Like, I mean, this is so...
Yeah.
It's
but
very
he
natural.
didn't really blunder, right?
No. This is just
his
leeches.
move.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to evaluate his level because the player is unrated. But in fact, what would you give him as rating? What would his rating?
I don't even know. I think it's gotten hazier after the pandemic, like really where the lines are drawn, and
Could we give him 1500?
I could say pretty confidently 13, 14.
Yeah. But we also
I'd have to take a look at. I only saw
Previous
two
games, of course, if we see, then we would understand more. But yes, congratulations to him in unrated section. He wins.
Sharp,
he wins it. Yeah.
energetic style.
Yeah.
What's not to like? So now we go back to
Go back to board number 1.
So okay, yeah, he did play
Pulse?
a6.
Oh, Khan.
The Khan, yeah.
The Khan variation.
Yeah, this is super popular. I mean, nowadays, so Queen B6 was like when I was younger was the move to play, but nowadays
But do you
Bishop
play knight
B7.
c3? But do you play knight c3 or you play bishop d3?
Uh,
Right here.
I've played both,
Yeah.
and even C4 too. Like here, Bishop D3, like Bishop B7 used to be kind of thought to be just second rate because a lot of the old engines really overvalue White's initiative here. I mean, there's 97. You could play Queen B8 with this idea, Bishop D6, Kamsky, very good exponent of this line. Yeah, I think this is like the healthiest and most simple. Queen B6, Knight B3 is possible. I think it's pretty decent move, but the surprising Knight F3 gained a lot of traction. Basically, the idea is at some moment, since we're threatening this, we have to do here. Castle, Bishop B7. I believe there's E5 here. Rook E1 and then E5. That's the whole point with Knight F3.
What about d6?
Rook E1, D6. The thing is, this gets... When you play D6, you cut off the defense of B4, so A4 becomes quite strong. And possibly, yeah, like this. This is really what black wants to avoid. The way Nico plays, he's aiming more for what Alexander Delchev would call the third rank setup. Quite an interesting way to play, but I don't know. I feel like these moves kind of fit together.
When they
But-
come up with this nice third rank setup, do they just like make these things up just to make like
Yeah, because
just
well,
to
it's,
sound cool?
I think as humans, we have a tendency to want to classify things, right? We want to classify people, and like it's a way to remember. So like against the third rank setup, I'm supposed to react like this, It could be. Maybe it sound cool. I don't know. D6. And what I like here is that he
What
hasn't
is
committed
total
this bishop.
What is total legit? What you said is how to play against it. But do you want to necessarily set up a white third rank?
What do you mean?
So he probably teaches how to play against it, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, not like he's suggesting to put his pieces on the third rank, right?
Oh, correct. I mean, this
Yeah.
is when he coined this in his book. I think the second edition of the safest or the most flexible Sicilian, I think is what he called it.
Yeah.
Because he had both the Khan and Taimanov. So yeah.
That's just something I would like to classify, like how to play against third rank with pieces on the third rank. That sounds good.
Right. Yeah.
makes
For
sense.
sure. One thing I will say about this, I kind of like Bishop E7, of course, normal development. This development with G6, Bishop G7, very robust, kind of defends the king. And yeah, I think, with black's king safe, it doesn't look like white's position has a lot of promise strategically. Like if black gets another advantage too, by the way, of G6 is you prepare e5, so even if a knight does get to d4, it's not going near f5. When I play e5, I fix this pawn as a target on an open file. This bishop is not good. I kind of don't like the way this opening has gone for white, unless if this is a position, he's probably thinking about g4. I've had similar position against Alexander Lenderman in Queen c7 variation on move 5, but
Game number 2.
probably thinking about that. So okay, already.
So we were stopped on this preparation of after knight c5, right?
H3.
So you prepared this, right?
Right,
H3.
rook e1, and I think bishop d7 was a good move, and because we talked a little bit about Zurich 53 and stuff yesterday. You want to save time on this. Like d6 is not necessarily a weakness. In fact, Bronstein points out in Zurich 53 the e4 pawn could be just as weak. But why give white something to bite on, you know? So h6 also has this idea in mind too. Knight b3.
Very good move.
Yeah, it looks quite strong. In general, the exchange of minor pieces.
I just don't. Honestly, I just don't understand h6. Like, I just don't get this move. It's just weakening position. I don't plan to play bishop g5 myself.
So you'd probably play bishop d7.
No, you know what's my question? Why this opening is chosen? I still don't know the answer, because he sat there, played this move very quick, but this position is not good for black. Like, why this position is chosen?
I disagree. I mean, I think Alexander Grishuk and Anton Demchenko have words to take up with you. Even Geary.
No, you don't understand my point.
Oh, for...
My point is,
Yeah.
if you prepare this,
Okay.
go show preparation. You can't play this
I
and then
see.
play h6.
Okay, so
That's my
you're
point,
talking
yeah.
about having something that pays off.
Yes,
your
because if he
preparation.
played
something
knight
more
if he has
confrontational,
deeper, yes,
confrontational,
deeper,
too.
something deeper. Because after knight c5, like, what's your plan then? Like, this position is okay, but show more.
Like even this with this Gallagher variation,
variation, yes,
right?
okay.
It could be more combative, right? There could be more payoff for your
It
preparation.
has to be deeper, because if you're late to the round,
Yeah.
by 15 minutes, you're sitting prepared. The guy Sandeep plays only King's Indian Fianchetto, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to show deeper knowledge.
Oh, absolutely.
Because h6 doesn't make sense. Knight b3, bishop knight e6.
H6. Okay, so let's see. H6, knight b3.
Knight b3, yes. Knight e6, f4. It's just a bad position. Maybe this has to
Bishop
be
e3.
played, right?
I mean, I wasn't. I was saying bishop d7. But yeah, what is?
What is this?
Yeah, what is this?
Exactly. That's my point. What is this position?
What are we doing with our lives? So okay, I saw out of the corner of my eye you had this game open. Knight a5, very slick move. Definitely within. I think you could find this move. I'm just wondering about like natural though. Queen d3.
Knight e5 was what, played already, or what?
No, it was considered
considered,
best, but
okay.
by just one line. I'm wondering about this. Okay, so he's played queen e2.
Very unusual to put the queen like this under the rook. If anything, maybe queen d3.
Yeah, that's so. I was saying queen d3. Was there a problem really?
I don't see this most normal move. I'm actually surprised he's putting his queen under that. He's just like reserving his rook a d1 there.
Yeah, I have rook d1 here too, buddy.
I know. It's hard for me to explain the move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, it looks like very healthy. I mean, I wonder also if he's not like so familiar with this line, and he's just kind of seems superficial, right?
You don't have to be familiar to understand that the white put the queen on or rook on e8, right? When you have queen equally strong move queen d3, just don't be pinned there.
Oh no, for sure. But I'm just saying, no, for Sharvesh, why, like the handling of the piece. It seems like he maybe chose this specifically for this game, or like a new line, because the handling of the last few moves, the knights, doesn't leave a great preparation.
Nothing makes sense, because look, you sit and prepare. You late for the round, right? You know your opponent plays 100% this line. You see knight c5, right? What are you like? What are you looking at? Because then we just see like nonsensical moves.
I mean, maybe sometimes a common trap people get pulled into, and this is a problem sometimes in existing chess stuff.
Yeah,
is you see like one attractive line and you're like, ooh, let me go for that, without thinking of the consequences positionally. You surrender the center.
Or he just only looked at the main line. Oh, okay,
Right.
some people play rook b1, right? And I'll do this. But if like something out of the theory, and already have to solve some problems.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that here was played what?
Knight FD7.
Oh, he played this move. Okay, knight fd7, bishop e3, knight e6, and f4. Knight b6, yeah. Queen d3 is better. Queen e2 is okay. But you... Now what?
Yeah.
d1, yeah, problems.
Okay. Donald Johnson versus Arthur Guo. So, okay, we did get kind of what I was saying. So, Queen F3, the independent move is Bishop B4. I mean, look, after seeing Donald's game last night, I wouldn't want to be tangling with him in the regular time Amanov lines with Queen C7. It was a very good choice by Arthur, I think. Actually, yeah, this move Knight C6 clearing Bishop D4 pretty normal. And even though Black has the center, like, you know, it's hard to put into action. In general, these types of positions, they can arise from Richter Rauser, A6 H6 line. I know you love. I can see you frothing at the mouth for the black position. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like white.
Oh, you do. Well, this is why our relationship is special. We're learning more about each other every day.
Okay. Don't get me wrong, I
D1?
like the center and everything.
Yeah.
But something tells me like this g4, g5 is gonna come quick. After
Yeah.
d1.
Yeah. Which rook?
Rook
D.
A. Rook H still.
Rook H.
Could do D, but I also need to understand, am I afraid of E5?
E5, right?
Yeah.
So rook H E1, E5. Well, I mean,
Just
you have a
trust me.
choice.
Just trust me. It's better for white.
Yeah.
Hit the engine.
No. I
I
agree.
want to be disappointed because I want to learn something new.
No, I agree. In fact, I was going to talk to you about this as far as the course idea is concerned. I was right before I was doing the opening traps thing. I was doing a book generally on opening preparation, and I had one section called Sicilian Misconceptions. And so a lot of times when you learn the open Sicilian, you learn that knight takes c6 is a bad move, but actually it's far from the truth. Knight c6 more often than not can be a good move, given certain conditions. So this is a type of center that could arise from there.
No. I always knew computer's going to do this.
Forget about
I
it.
know. I knew it's going to do this because of the center. It's going to have complete disrespect to our attack.
Yeah.
You know? But
How dare it?
But we probably want our student to have white in this position.
Okay,
Because,
yeah, for
because
initiative
computer know how to
purposes.
defend this. But this is like, we understand the center and
Very
everything.
straightforward.
Yes. But the attack is just going.
Yeah. Here, this was the other approach. It keeps options to castle, you know. I think maybe if something did indeed go wrong, so when this line first emerged, you know, Queen F3 looks rather feeble compared to Queen D2 because there's this Bishop B4 and the Queen's not in contact. However, Knight C6 and Bishop D4 saves the day with the idea of E5, Queen G3. So I wonder if maybe this had something to do with it. But yeah, we'll go. Oh, there's our. Aren't you so proud of our boy?
What is he doing?
I don't know. I'm still proud of him.
That is a weird move, 95.
Yeah.
But it maybe makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Okay, so wait. So take bishop c6. Just takes d8, right? And then
Yeah, and then
king on-
basically hope this. Well, the center, it's not like it's not amazing for black, right?
Can
And,
go
and we
back?
could reinforce.
So because the move was weird, right? This
Bishop
move is
D7.
weird. Yeah, it's a weird move, and we have like bishop c4, right?
and look, you
no,
know, a
bishop
bunch
c4,
of.
knight e2, knight g3 is so much better.
So hold on, look at this. He's played this before.
Who?
Lou, Maxim.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh, that's prepared.
Huh.
Okay, but I don't think that's good. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I like bishop c4, knight c6. I like white here. I
Yeah,
don't know.
92. 92 makes sense. I like
92,
that.
yeah. But knight d5, and if Nathaniel looks like he didn't prepare, like we really hope he prepared that. Not because we
I
want
don't know
to-
if he had time though. But yeah, you were saying you hope. he
It's not.
prepared.
It's not like I'm rooting against Maximilian in no way. No, I just for the truth. If he knows Maximilian plays this, right?
Yeah.
So he has to prepare this, right?
Yeah.
So is there any chance knight d5 could be a good move?
Not bad. I mean, maybe here. How about this? You know, let's take the computer aside. Maybe it has like certain pitfalls and stuff
No,
that are
like
not so
for
easy
what
to navigate.
for what I see right now.
Yeah.
If he's professional, right, that could be a very good move because 96
Yeah.
is the only one that is equalized. Like, let's say if you play something let's say knight d5, like what I see, queen d5, and bishop c6.
Bishop c6, right, to keep.
It's probably not good, right? Because I take and then long castle and then I do something bad.
Yeah, and basically the center you
So
can
yes.
be restrained.
So
right?
e6 queen is for bishop c6. He might be looking forward to play this position, which is just
Queen
like,
a5, c3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if bishop c5, there's queen e5. That's important. Maybe
Okay.
or queen g3 too.
Mhm.
Double attacking g7, b8.
And if we play knight f3, we can barely say that white is better.
Yeah, because your knight's going to d4, and look, black spent so many moves to exchange.
So I don't believe this is preparation now, because if even this equalizes, then this cannot be.
I mean,
Knight d5 is not prepared move. Knight d5.
I mean, okay, but if Lou really believes in this line, as he perhaps clearly does, you know, maybe it's equalizing no matter what. I mean, what has black done wrong, really, other than
Yeah.
other than bishop d7, the suspicious bishop d7? You know, so it just like plus yeah, he did spend some time there. If we are to believe that, plus there are certain pitfalls that could occur.
This didn't happen. Let's refresh to see what actually happened.
Right there.
It did happen, right? So that the fact that they.
So queen a5, yeah, one of the computer moves was b4, I think, right? And then to play some position like this, bishop d2, and I assume queen b2 to. But what is going on? Rook d1 and bishop c6. I don't know. I mean, yeah, white's running tremendous risk here. Let me refresh. We're not getting the engine just yet. Okay. And what's up here? Two bishops.
He started to tricky him.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, already quite, you know.
Knight e4 is human.
Yeah, it's black's move, so he's got e5,
Oh.
e5, bishop c6, rook d8, or something like that. Maybe even castle long.
If it's black to move, it's already worse for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Played it.
Bishop, yeah, he did.
And what is he in a good position after that?
I don't know. See, this is the thing. Positionally desirable as this exchange is, it's sort of a passive way to play. I think it's decent against like a mad hacking attacker. Maybe not so good against like a universal type player. I'm not sure about queen e7. I would prefer maybe to play that.
Now I have one thing, right? I just try to understand. So first of all, let's see what result happened, right, with the king d8, right? Like, are we liking black's position here?
No, but I don't want to play king d8. I'm not. Yeah, I would put my king on f8 sooner.
So that means you would
Or play
some-
bishop d7.
So you wouldn't play knight fd7 then? Right?
I didn't like b6 either. B6 loses flexibility, and the whole problem that black has actually, sure, you trade off the bad bishop, but you don't really have that much flexibility with your structure.
So
Bishop f8 to e7, interesting.
bishop h6, take, queen d2. That's normal, right? So it was still within the equality, and then something now with the b6 was already wrong.
Yeah,
This-
I don't. It loses too many
Yeah.
options structurally. I don't know why you would even need b6.
Yeah.
Maybe to defend a5 in some line, like,
But
or he
he
wanted to
sees
play bishop
himself as
a6.
solid. He sees solid
Yeah,
position,
that's
right?
true.
Yeah, and overall, Tutsumura is positionally stronger than Avi Kaplan. But if Avi gets some tactical, if he gets something open, then he has chances here.
Well, yeah, you're throwing punches, and if the game becomes less sophisticated, like we're talking about, it kind of levels the playing field a bit, you know.
Top board.
Oh,
G6.
yeah, g6. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And he wasted time too with queen f3, then queen e2. Yeah, there's no way that this is any good.
For white,
Yeah.
oh, very concrete measures happened here. He took on c3.
Yeah. Which, again, that was kind of an advantage at queen d3. I didn't even have to think about that.
Yeah.
Not that this could be any good with one knight so far away.
Maybe he was even provoked to do something bad like this. But I don't know how bad this is. But it doesn't look.
It doesn't look great. I mean, even if like bishop. I mean, you don't want to play bishop d4
No,
necessarily,
no need.
but
No
I'm
need.
just saying, even if like in the worst,
Don't even matter if you win this pawn. Like this,
Right.
different things gonna matter right now in this game.
like c5 looks very tempting.
Very possible move, yes. Although this knight is like
Oh, you
overall-
want to keep it as a target, I see.
Yes, I want to keep it as that because I want to attack it with a 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing this now.
Like this knight is not doing much. It could go to d4.
Yeah. I just want
'Cause
to
I
discourage
always
knights
wanna
at
take-
c5,
Yeah.
or even cd. That would be the dream.
Yeah.
I was thinking rook f1. If you don't mind hanging c3, like rook f1 seems very productive.
Or rook d1. Give c3. Play f5 something.
Yeah, something like this.
So let's take a look. Evaluation about the bishop takes c3 move. Computer doesn't look at it. So he was
Yeah, and
provoked.
not-
So yes, go queen f6.
Yeah, rook d1.
Queen c3 f5.
Yeah, bishop d4 and c5.
All the moves.
It looks like
Yeah.
we're all winners.
Yes, all the good moves. Because position allows us to do whatever we want.
Right.
Now the question is, what is Sandeep gonna play? What is his style?
I don't know.
You don't know his style? Do you want me to guess his style?
Do whatever you want. I know you're going to anyway.
Sandeep style.
Yeah.
I want him to play rook a1. That's what just like goes along with me. But what I like, there's no mistake he can play. Like
Yeah, it's
out of
hard to
this-
do any wrong.
Yes. What about knight d4? Is the one that is not
Knight
that
c5,
amazing,
right,
yes,
yeah.
yes. Bishop d7 or something.
Here,
Because there's-
what about my rook f1? How's that? It's not. Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh, no, it's
It's-
decent,
it's-
but not
Not-
great.
not-
I like rook a d1.
not
more,
needed.
really.
We could just
No,
say.
the last piece into the
Yeah.
game.
Yes.
Why
yeah,
not?
That's
Yeah.
what I like. Rook a1 is the most
It's
I like.
fundamental.
Yes, you can encourage to make mistakes, and let's say if he doesn't bite and doesn't take the pawn on c3, plays bishop d7, right?
I mean, that's just splattering, right? e5.
Or e5 pawn to c5, or what? Or we're just gonna take and then c5.
I like
Either.
c5 first. I mean, it's ugh.
So rook e1 just a really great move, prevents bishop d7 also. So we'll see
Mhm.
what he's going to play. We're going to go into a different game now.
Yeah, we should just next time we should just click the game before and then just to refresh. Like here, let me show you.
Yeah.
Because then we have to do this extra step.
Oh, I mean just go there. Yeah, we could have.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that we can do this too. Yeah, if he can
He
contain
played
the
g4.
center.
He played g4.
Yeah, g4,
So
bishop
e5
d7.
was not a move then. It was possible. Knight takes d5 and something.
e5.
Yeah, knight
Yeah,
d5.
we were thinking. Yeah, we were
No,
thinking
already,
more along the lines.
yeah, already. It's if I don't have to waste time on this, right? So okay, g5. Yeah, was that played or going to be played because he played g4?
Okay, now here, where does the knight go? This is kind
Knight
of
d7
delicate.
probably. Where else? We don't have any other square. e8.
Yeah, because sometimes with like in these knight c6 structures, this bishop is not great. So sometimes you can,
Probably
get
he'll
some
play
freedom.
knight d7. to
But knight
support
d7
e5, yeah.
is normal, yeah.
And so
to
look
go
at
here.
this. So even though we know computer gives like some advantage to black, but do we really choose black? I would be scared for my student if he plays here with black than white.
Yeah.
fair to say?
Well, yeah, I believe what we're trying to say is that
I doubt
White's
that.
moves are easy, and the
Mhm.
price of every move is quite high for any mistake. Really, you don't have much margin for error. Whereas a lot of times, even when you're attacking, like they always say, psychologically easier to attack than defend. You're going straight forward. You don't want to have to make only moves. But even if your attack fizzles out, you could have some sort of vague pressure. Plus, I mean, who isn't to say? This was another reason maybe I wanted to play knight e8 with some double bishop sacrifice like this, and not have to take with the king.
Yeah, this
So-
is. But Arthur probably like understands.
Yeah.
intricacies of this.
In fact, I wonder if here bishop h7 is it not possible? Here?
take move knight f6
And then rook g1.
or g7.
Yeah. What is this? So knight d7 doesn't work. Knight d7, bishop h7. Boom. I a genius? No, I probably am not.
Bishop f4 check.
Oh, yep. But you know what's hilarious? Look at this. You know, you really were onto something here. Even with look at this quiet move, knight e2. How much vague pressure, how much intrigue is still in this
I
position.
know, that's what I said. I would not want my student to be black here.
Yeah, but that's why I was thinking knight e8 could. But then if that's the case, then
I tell you.
Yeah.
It's just better to play this with white.
and that probably means that e5 was
Critical.
Yeah, you're not under attack
Extremely
here.
critical
You're
move.
changing. We talk about changing the character of play, right?
He needed to make effort to calculate this.
Yeah.
But you see, for computers easy. But
Yeah.
that's for human is very difficult. That's
But-
why we can find him in 3-4 moves in difficult
Okay,
position.
but see, this is the thing. Aren't you like so tempted by this move? I would want to make this work with every fiber of my being.
Of course. So let's
So,
see what
you
he
know-
had to calculate. Knight d5. Let's see what he's scared of.
Yeah, for also a g5 bishop g4, but you know, like here, maybe it could have been this for all we know. But let's see. So this
I think the knight d5 is the only move. Yes, knight d5, knight d5, queen d5, bishop g4.
yes, okay. Rook d
No. I think the idea is if he. Wait. So you do this. You don't take. I was thinking
yeah,
to
'cause-
somewhere when if he takes the bishop, then I take and rook d4 forks, but not in this. So it's my move right now.
Yeah, I think you're going here, and then.
Bishop b6. queen
Well,
e4.
hold on. Oh.
Yes, but I have intermediate moves
then
too. No,
here.
not here. Do you think there?
Could be. What are you thinking?
You played queen e4, correct? Or you didn't play queen e4? I thought queen e4.
Queen e4 f5. I was kind of concerned about,
Mhm.
but I mean, it looks like maybe this is winning the material back, and maybe he had trouble assessing this, but you gotta like black. I mean, queen here, rook g4, bishop e5, for instance.
Also, the simple question here. If
Queen
we go-
b8. Oh, queen b8 with the idea of rook g4, bishop e5.
Wait, queen b8?
Yeah, with
No,
this.
this is
idea.
all losing. Queen g4.
This is losing for black.
Yeah, just like you don't even think about this position. It's just losing.
Is it? I mean, here maybe there's a better move. Queen c7 to get a better. Okay, so more active version.
Okay. Because you have bishop
I mean,
b5, right?
opposite color bishops.
No, you have
I
bishop
mean-
b5. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah. This queen c7 is much better. Yes. Okay. So let's go. Let's go
And
back.
and look who's attacking there too.
Yeah. So he had to make this effort. It is difficult, right? It's
Right,
Not that easy. It's
absolutely.
not that easy. It's a very complicated position. But now, so can we refresh and see if the move was played?
No, he's thinking.
Oh,
about
he's
it.
even thinking about g5. Why do you think about g5? If you're not gonna play g5, just
What was the point? I mean,
was
maybe
the
he went to the.
I
the
think he'll
bathroom
play
or something
g5
like this.
because if he played g4 in an even more sharp position, right, allowing e5s here, he's just
Right.
gonna blast it.
Yeah, it's consistent.
Obviously.
What it could be is
What is even alternative? Zero.
I don't know. I think maybe he wants to have like a spurt of moves to fire at him.
No,
and
but the
just
problem
use-
is he's-
But if you have only one move, you should play it immediately.
Yeah.
This is Leiko's advice.
He's
Even-
thinking rook e1.
No, I don't think so. I think maybe he wants
We played
to
earlier,
fire
right?
off a sequence. But yeah.
Oh, fire of the sequence. Okay.
But like you said, if you have only one move, just play it. You know,
True.
it's
Because your opponent, let him decide where he's gonna go, 98 or 97.
right, and then
let
and then
him
you
think-
and then you think on their time.
Yeah, think on his time. Play g5. Think on his time.
All right.
Because like right now he's thinking where to put the knight.
Yeah.
98 or 97.
So we've seen this.
Bishop c6.
Doesn't
right?
look healthy for white. Bishop c6. Yeah, because knight d5, you could maybe go rook c8.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you have
Maximilian
queen
is strong. Yeah. Here.
Yeah, it looks like.
Maximilian is strong.
Okay, very interesting structural transformation here in this Tuxtumor game. With this EF5, GF5. I mean, I'm digging this a little bit for black. You know, this isolated H-pawn kind of worries me a touch, but how does he untangle? Knight f6, probably, right?
Bishop d3.
Man, maybe the pawns are just too vulnerable. I mean, he could also
The king is vulnerable.
He could
Rook
play
on a8
F4.
is vulnerable, like in terms of just weak, like not doing much, not connected.
But it's very hard to blast open the lines.
Oh,
you know?
I thought they will play e4 because knight f6, bishop d3. Maybe they're thinking about e4. That's gonna be.
Yeah, or maybe even I think F4 is possible. This looks like tempo.
I like white.
It looks like the pieces
Wait,
are
how
just
did
coming
wait,
alive.
what did you play? Oh, you played f4 without knight
Yeah,
f6.
without knight f6.
Oh, okay,
but
that's
here,
different.
but here, we should check this though. Knight f6. But that gives white an opportunity
Bishop
to fix
d3.
bishop d3. So
yes,
yeah,
this is what I like.
and this kind of kills the
Yeah.
pieces a little bit. But even then, I guess the fixing of the g pawn is really
It's
strong.
just so weird. Computer understand this, like how to defend this, but like, it just what would kid be comfortable to play? That's the question.
Well, they're becoming young adults. I don't know about kids. We'll see. So here,
We could call them kids.
oh yeah, to us they're kids for
Yeah.
sure. Bishop f1. I mean, very common idea. Like sometimes you're
It's
gonna
probably a
take
rocket
here and
guy.
go knight c4.
What's your name?
Rishi.
Rishi. Okay.
Oh.
So here bishop e6, and then white played d5. I'm not. I have to say I'm not necessarily a fan of this move.
No, probably not.
Right? Because now the bishop is quite strong. I mean, you can exchange it. Okay, so he wants to restrain f5. I mean, I'm always just so anxious about it. I know the computer likes it a lot of times because of space advantage, but feels like black has a pretty clear plan.
Yeah.
And look, the bishop here, you just spent time for this and then to go bishop d3. I mean, it was a close position. You could also go g3 to anticipate f5 and have that maneuver. I mean, I don't want to overestimate black's attack, but I kind of like what they're
Black
doing.
is doing well. They're doing well.
Yeah,
They're doing well.
right. This game, this strategically intricate Bogo Indian, which we were liking
Yes.
for black.
Yes.
And here, yeah, I was thinking even d5 actually, like maybe time for a change of scenery. I mean, this is definitely more thematic, kind of with this dark square strategy, and I think should be fine. But I think d5 was pushing maybe for a
I would
touch
do
more.
the d6.
You would do the
I would
d6?
Yes. Because the d5 knight e5 was a little bit unclear.
Yeah, but this is kind of the idea. You want to pressure. Here,
Knight
bishop a6.
Bishop a6. Okay.
I mean, even knight d7 looks healthy. Knight e4.
Yeah, bishop a6. I didn't.
Yeah, my whole because I saw the b3. You know.
Okay. There's issues.
But like here, I think it's. You said something very important in one other position. It's hard to do anything wrong, and this might be one of those cases. What's interesting here is that ef3 is forced to defend the c4. If bishop f3, I guess d5 is collapsing the structure somehow.
EF helps?
Because
Helps?
bishop f1, you have bishop f1.
Oh, wait. Okay.
This is quite it's a common theme, and also it kind of betrays the dark square strategy a little bit, but now you'll put your pawns on light squares. Overall, looks like doing well,
No, you said I get 11.
Well,
but making some moves here. I mean, but
equalish, right?
yeah, I don't know how I feel about this endgame. You take everything on d4, but I guess with the rook loose on c1, there's b5, so you have very strong drawish tendency. Davis. Yeah, I remember we were talking. I wasn't such a fan of this, and now look, they're really structuring or suffering from a bad structure, inflexible structure.
Yeah.
'Cause,
And c5 is coming, yeah.
yeah, I mean, white could lock this up, but now this is like a perfect
F5
King's
setup.
Indian.
For,
Yeah,
black is
and
better.
he traded the bishop, and look at the minor pieces that white's left with. Look at this.
A very professional player with black.
Yeah, and very solid, disciplined choice for a youngin.
Yeah. Positional player, good player, understands position well.
And this was the dramatic and no bishop f6.
No,
There was no bishop f6,
which is fine. Queen c1 was even better move.
No. Bishop f6 was good. It was the queen c1 follow up.
And Queen c1 wins as well.
Right. Yeah.
Because you cannot defend it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it just seems
Both
so
are winning.
unusual to play
Yeah.
queen c1 first, but
Yeah.
queen e2.
Queen c1 was just winning.
Absolutely. Yeah, and now it's just more of a normal position. And
Wait, what?
is this for reals?
Wait, this for reals?
This is for reals. Look at this, because he went
He
queen e7.
helps? No, just what is he doing? It's game over after bishop f6, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you can't go queen h5 right away, let's say, because of queen d2 check, maybe, and queen f2 mate. But just like play wherever. and
Even
you're-
knight f5.
Just play wherever, right?
Just as then you could go rook d1.
I mean, there's like, even just go back, it's gonna be even bigger advantage. Go.
Rook d1.
No, just hit here. Just castle maybe.
Rook d1.
Yeah.
I like getting rid of these.
No, rook
these
d1 queen
threats.
is just over.
Yeah.
But how is he didn't? What did he didn't
I mean,
understand?
it comes back to one of the points we were talking about earlier, right? Like you have to sense a moment and just feel that this is.
For us, it's just obvious, but maybe they just don't analyze enough Grandmaster games to see this is just winning positions. They just
Right,
don't
yeah,
know
they're,
which
they're,
position is winning.
they're calculating. They're
Yeah,
doing
they're just
everything
calculating,
solely
yes, but it's
calculating.
just right. No, just do it. It's winning.
Very alien approach to me. Okay, rook e1. So yeah, he was helped, and after knight f5, yeah, look at this. Like now after queen d8, I mean, sure, maybe white has a little something, but now black has like almost a normal position.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, white's better. Perhaps I don't like maybe the fact that this bishop could get excluded from the game, but let's see. With whom did Vishnu play in the last round? You seem to remember.
Last round, Vishnu?
Yeah, or 2 rounds ago maybe. We remembered his game. He
Well,
was
last game
white.
against Sandeep. Vishnu.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So here, c3. I mean, possible, sure. And then f4. I mean, pretty typical transformation so far. You put the knight on e5. Yeah, white doesn't have a ton to bite on. I mean, one of the things is, like, with knight d7, you are allowing queen h5. I mean, I don't know if white has went about this in the correct way. I mean, personally, I kind of like just not messing around.
Mm-hmm.
And then knight e2, f4. I can make these moves later.
No, I didn't like c3. It doesn't accomplish anything.
Well, he's thinking that he's blocking the queenside counterplay and then very leisurely going for the kingside play. And of course not b4 but b5. But yeah, I mean,
But maybe you want him to push b5. It goes like what, b5 c4?
yeah, it kind of shrinks the front a little bit on the queenside, right? bc, and then cd. You have only the targets are limited.
Yeah, but my net will be on f5. You give up.
Right,
on
by
the
that time,
bishop,
yeah,
yes.
it takes so much time, and that's
Yes.
I don't want to mess around. I mean, sure, the position is kind of suited for the knights.
Yeah.
Sure, it is somewhat close, but I do want to execute a meaningful plan. I'm curious to see what the engine likes here. I mean, knight h4. Okay, sure, this is of course always a move. c3,
By the
bishop
way,
c7, and now h3.
can we look at the Iris game?
Yeah.
Iris move.
So it did not take on d4, right? So we were alluding to some sort of line like this with b5 and some liquidation. I wonder what the tournament situation is for both players. Does one player really need to play for a win or something? King h7. I feel
Well,
like
they
this,
all need to play for win.
I feel like this is something that white is happy to see. Now, how to take advantage of this with maybe rook f3 or rook c3, rook f3,
It was good.
and plus also rook d3, multi-purpose move. Yeah, I mean, it was probably time to bail out.
Yeah. And can we go to the board number 11 right now?
Yeah.
So allow me, please.
Yes.
So let's remind us what happened in this.
So this was that d5 move that we're kind of...
Yes, d5. Right?
Yeah, and I liked knight e5
Yes.
first.
Yes.
Because, yeah, cd5, knight e5, white's good, but...
Okay, I met the parent of this boy, Kamran Ravshani. So they're from Uzbekistan.
He plays against Raghav Venkat, so a little bit more attention here. So with d5, we discussed this moment, right? Bishop f4, bishop h3, c5, brave enough. Yes, takes, yes. That's how. Very quick opening, right? Bishop g2, and black is better right now, right? After queen d5.
I mean, yeah,
What?
yeah.
Yeah,
The
right.
bishop
For
is
sure
yeah.
better. For sure better.
No, yeah, okay, yeah. You might get squeezed.
For sure better right now. So the problems are we can double up on the e file, that's one. No need to double up on c file because that's where white will just trade.
Yeah,
So they're barely holding their bishop not to lose it against g5.
and the queen is glued here to because you want to stop this g5. Yeah.
So moves like rook e6 and rook e8 are possible.
Multi-purpose again. Like we might not want to double, but yeah, like you
I
said.
have this game right, so let me take a look. Oh yeah, double up on the e file basically. Rook e4, yeah, even.
I wonder what it says about rook e6.
Probably the same.
Yeah, about the same.
About the same.
I mean, I was thinking a4, but it seems like you're just chasing black.
And he
where
played
they
rook
wanna
e6. Look, I guess his move. Yeah, I guess
Wow.
his move. He understands, right? Because you know what rook e6 is like. You're pretending you want to go to the c file, but at the same time you want to attack the e
go.
file.
What chess school did you guys go to? You and Kamran. What kind of schools you got over there in the stans?
On the stance.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Kamran never really had a chess coach. That's what his dad told me, and just studies on his own.
That's
Within
great.
2 years, achieved 2100 level.
Jeez.
Something is very special happening.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing.
This position, I mean, this game, I know weren't such a fan of. I mean, I don't know if I'm such a fan of the way White has played this so far, and especially with this c4.
Oh yeah, white bishop wasn't on f3. I didn't get it. How if you play bishop e2 and you had
Well, because I need to spend time with h3, of course, for no reason.
for no reason. Okay. It's like what's happening? okay.
Yeah.
You have to say that you're being sarcastic.
Oh, of course. No, it's I kind of like that they.
Wait,
don't
who are you attacking? Are you attacking Wesley Luo
No.
for his prophylactic thinking?
Man, somebody needs to awaken the genius.
But let's tell him. Okay, Wesley, if you're gonna watch this, right, in this position, so your opponent hinted you the idea of transferring your bishop to f3, but you could have played it yourself by playing, let's say, bishop e2 and bishop f3 even immediately. Yeah, and you don't need that c4 push right now. You just need to develop the remaining of your pieces.
Because notice Black's knight, it doesn't have too many jumps right now. And with the c4, the knight is so secure in the center. I wonder if he overestimates the value of knight f5, or like maybe feels like he's clarifying his majority on the queen side. But yeah, I don't know. I think this bishop e2, it's quite nice. And in fact, if Black plays e5 to dislodge this knight, this is how you actually, get unstuck in some of these positions. Now the bishop can, you can do stuff like this, or
Yes.
put the bishop back, and actually White could easily be in the driver's seat. So, in fact, I think, to be honest, bishop g5 was a questionable move. Why not Mesgen bishop e2 here? I think, why not?
Yes, of course. Yes, just this is very normal.
Yeah.
Bishop e2, bishop e5, then b3, bishop f3. That's how to play these positions.
Yeah.
Like lots of grandmasters would like that.
I know also there was famous game with Elvis versus Ulf Anderson, at least famous for this line. It was like here, and then I know sometimes they go bishop d7, and there's a move like knight b5 at some point. It's like bishop e7, some knight b5, and I know the plan was to either go like that, but also rook e1, bishop f1, g3, bishop g2, when White captured 2 bishops. So, yeah, what I didn't like was the knight so strong on d5. I would just play this right away. We don't care about this move, right? Does nothing. I mean, he does go for it in sort of a roundabout way, but yeah, still kind of, I don't know, we like Black here.
If knight gets out from there successfully, then it could be equal.
But still, this is I don't think so. I think black is a bit more equal than white. We have the
No, for sure, yes.
the center
Because
pawn.
white have to make effort right now to
Right.
to equalize.
Yeah, they have more to prove for
Yes,
sure.
yes.
Okay, and see, this is kind of what I was worried about. I think the player with white was a bit unfamiliar with this position. That's why I didn't like the transposition. Because bishop e2, while this move is playable, it's a common move order mix-up. Like if here, castle then bishop e2 is a move, because it avoids this problem. Bishop e3, bishop g4.
Of course.
And by the way, just a cute trick for everybody at home, bishop f3. Do you know the trick? Do you see the last move in the combination?
Last move in the combination. Let me just give me 1 second.
I mean, okay, black needs some cooperation, but the position's already great for black.
So you're referring to bishop f3, cd, knight d4,
Mm-hmm.
this stuff.
Rook b7.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the cute move that's worth pointing out?
For who?
For black. This is no. I'm saying this is a good position for black. I mean,
Mm.
white doesn't have to lose so quickly, but they could, and how?
Oh, queen a5 clone castle? What? What is this?
No. So yeah, you
You
basically
take-
got it. Yeah. So here, right? This knight f3,
Yes.
and you have to take queen f3 because if g f3, there's this and then long castle.
Okay.
Right, that's the last move. That's I find this a very useful training technique with students to if they think they see it, you have them reveal the key point before even the first move, you know? So yeah, e5, a move like that would be forced. d5 is a playable move. But
Yeah.
bishop h6 is best avoided. Castling is actually decent. With fair compensation.
Does Fiedler cover this?
Probably. I know. Kovalchuk,
Mhm.
for sure. He covers it in his book for quality chess. I think maybe Zherabuk does too. The Zherabuk Grunfeld book is one of the nicest that I've seen in recent times. But
For who did he write? Just Pablo?
no, Thinkers.
Thinkers. Okay.
Which
Thinkers published.
yeah, shout out to Thinkers Publishing. They're fantastic. Yeah, this is really no good. Even after you win back the exchange, look, you have this coordination issue.
Yeah.
It's not only this,
Does it happen?
but the
This happened.
the
right?
majority. Yeah, the queenside majority. There's a game between Malcolm Payne and Jonathan Rowson, I believe. That was something like this. Maybe it was in this position. Oh yeah, this is the game I was thinking of, and we'll just see it.
Oh,
very
we have a
quickly.
result for the first round, first game, first board. So he secures. So basically, Jason Wong just secured the first place.
So he wins clear first.
No,
Is
he
it?
doesn't win clear first. Of course, he doesn't win the
Does
clear
does
first. but
Jason
he,
have a say?
he gets probably better tiebreak than anyone. So he gonna secure tie for first.
F5. Oof. I mean, I guess what else was he gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
See, this would be an interesting moment to offer a draw. I mean, no, you can't. No, this is like
So of course, Jason had to offer a draw in a better position for Nico.
yeah,
Jason to
before it
accept
gets
yeah.
worse. I
Yeah.
mean, but this looks like horrible. Like I would be.
I think game over. No.
Yeah, like what do you do? I mean, you have to play Queen F1. That's the only.
But the question is, why does Jason Wong want to draw? Like, why does he want to
Maybe-
tie?
Maybe nerves.
Or he already knows that his tiebreak is first. Just
Yeah,
wants to win
probably.
it.
And also, it
What
could
does the
be
computer says evaluation?
to secure for the
-3.8,
team,
right? Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let's let it think. I mean, I was thinking Queen F1. Queen F2 looks too horrible to
no,
contemplate.
no, but just let's talk about this moment.
Yeah.
This draw offer. It's minus. Like for him, it's -3, right? For us, it's -3 too.
Yeah. What does he see?
It's also like we can see it as a winning position completely.
Mm-hmm.
But how does he see it? He sees it as he's better, right? -2 maybe, right? And he knows Nico will just take
An
the-
offer he can't refuse.
Yes, the offer. But why offer?
I don't know. Maybe.
I cannot see myself offering ever in this position unless it makes me clear first.
And you're sure that this does not make him clear first, right?
Yeah, it does not make him clear first.
Okay.
No, there are many players with a half point
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many players. Let me take a look at how many players are with a half-point deficit.
I mean, have the other games really clarified to that point? It
So
doesn't-
there are 3 more guys. No, besides no, there's only Sandeep or Sharvesh. So if Sandeep and Sharvesh draws, he will get first clear. But if Sandeep wins or the Sharvesh wins, he'll get tie. So there's 2
Yeah.
players, and that's so.
I wonder if he did this calculation though.
Only Nico Chasen had a better tiebreak than him. So he secured.
By the way, let's see the chat. Have we been paying attention to this chat? Sorry, guys. We're so caught up in the action.
They wanted us to see Tugs versus Kaplan.
Okay.
They say, I'm pretty sure if Arthur Guo wins, he has better tiebreaks, maybe. But Arthur Guo does he have a shot?
What game do you want to see?
But where's Arthur
Oh,
Guo?
Tugs.
They say Arthur Guo. But Arthur Guo doesn't have as many points. Yeah, Arthur Guo has 5 points, so he does not have a chance.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, citation
He,
needed.
yeah, he needs 5.5 points for him to have a better tiebreak.
So, I mean, we know the position was in. I mean, yeah, this doesn't look great, right?
What happened? He didn't sack?
No, he played. No, he played
He played
Yeah.
Queen H3.
here.
But-
oh, that's the game you want to
That's
see.
of
Okay.
course, yeah.
Okay, but no, you said Tugs first.
Oh, we will look at Tugs after this.
Yeah, Bishop H7. I mean, too good really to not or to pass up. G6. What is?
Oh wait, but we couldn't take on H7 because of Queen at Bishop F4 check at the end.
No. You could, but that's why you slow play it, and there's a lot of intrigue still in that sacrifice. So what we were talking about was here, right? This, even at this moment, maybe
I still want to see Bishop G7.
Bishop G7 right here.
Bishop F4. Before.
Oh, Bishop F4. Yeah,
First.
here.
Yes. Yeah, now take. And now there's no G6. That's the point.
That's true, but I do have a move like this, maybe, or
G5, maybe, but then Rook G1, right?
yeah, Bishop G5 also.
But okay, but this is not winning anymore for white.
I mean, I'm not claiming it was. We were just
Yeah.
claiming it's dangerous.
Just Queen C7 or something. Doesn't change much.
Just Queen C7, but like this is the other auxiliary idea.
True.
And yeah, you could even right.
We know it's
It's-
defensible.
But he didn't play this for that.
Here,
reason,
let's see. So here. Oh, Bishop F4 first.
of course.
Oh, right. But this is yeah. This is where I was saying 92.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I mean, maybe was there even another move? King B1 prophylaxis.
Mm-hmm.
Here, wow, look at this, 92. Or yeah, even if you play Rook G1, it doesn't feel simple.
It's very live. It's very live. The
Yeah,
game is live.
white has a very real attack here,
Yeah.
despite what the
Yeah.
computer's saying, and it's not even
Yeah.
clear that it's right.
So he had to do this. He had to sacrifice, right?
Well, I'm not sure I understand.
Because this just G6, right?
And E5. I wonder, did he really didn't. Was he thinking Bishop G6? Did he miss Bishop F4 intermediate in this line, perhaps? Because otherwise, this looks pretty good, right? FG
So let's
this.
see Bishop F4 check.
Yeah, and then just take FG6, right? So here, F. This happened.
This happened.
Oh my lord. Here, Rook F7.
Game over. Nothing. Knight of Fate defends everything.
Look at the time. Maybe he was panicking. A mental error, perhaps.
Just missed Bishop F4, Knight of Fate. He's gonna miss now. Yeah, and he's
Oh,
playing.
you think he's gonna blunder again like this?
No. He's already down the piece. Isn't he? He's down the
Yeah,
piece.
but
so
they're Knight of 6.
what? No. He's already down the piece right,
Right,
now.
yeah,
so
yeah.
He's just lost. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's playing strongest player, like one of the strongest player, Arthur, and like
He had a way better chance to sacrifice earlier on h7, right? And
Yeah, I think the move knight e2 though, because usually the tendency in this position, I mean, obviously Donald Johnson, very calculating, concrete player. Like we saw how much time he was spending yesterday in some of those critical moments, and often finding like good decisions there. He being so concrete though could, preclude one from finding a follow up such as 92. I mean, very. It's not so standard, or king b1 even. There's very much life there.
Yeah. Let's talk about this. Let's go to Sandeep's game one moment, because right now, since the game first board ended in a draw, right, gives
Yeah.
this amazing boost to Sandeep to actually try to win this, because now, when he probably just saw about 15 minutes ago, he thought Jason's completely crushing Nico in that position, and then he sees this draw, and now there are chances again, and psychologically he thinks like, okay, I have to now push.
I mean, luckily for him, he was kind of he was in a nice headspace here, I'm sure.
Yeah, he played c5. Yeah, he
Right,
played c5.
c5, which
e5 was okay too, but after e5,
I'm seeing more why you don't like c5 though, because you wanted to keep that knight a target.
yeah, I'm okay with e5, but I was not okay with opening the e file. So after e5, queen e7, just take c5 and play queen f2.
Oh, absolutely. This pawn is a cramping influence.
Yes, that's what I thought. This is like, but he wanted to open it.
Well,
but you don't trade this pawn c4e.
That's true. I think he was thinking that his bishop would have
Yes,
a future
also,
there.
yes, he thought like that. Which is also like.
But strategically, I mean, you just want to run him
I like
over
more
with
pressure.
the-
Yeah, I like pressure more.
Exactly. And look, I'm gonna play
Squeeze.
queen f2. You're gonna be so sad to play this, and if you play this, then g4.
Yes,
It's a
yes.
nice Look, I have a whole in my
Oh, he
hold on.
didn't want to go knight d7, yeah, because of.
Right. Yeah. It's just horrible either way. But I have a whole file in my phone on games, and the title is just satisfying. So when you get to make all those happy moves and you just like really steamroll someone,
But now I understand why he didn't go this way. You know why? I'll just give you
Yeah.
exact reason. Because of e takes, queen f2, knight d7. If we remove e5 and c pawn, right, this variation wouldn't be possible. Because of bishop takes d4. Bishop takes c5, sorry. If we just remove the e and c pawn, now do it. Knight takes c5, pawn c5, queen f2. No knight d7 because bishop c5.
Yeah. Okay. So
That's why
so
he did
was
it. He just wanted
attracted
to
by
win a
this.
pawn for sure back.
Yeah, but I mean those pawns you give unconditionally. I think.
Yeah. Okay, this is practical.
Yeah,
solution.
this is like Alpha Zero style, because like actually look now the domination of the pieces is really what's important. I mean, yeah, I'm worried about, sure, your bishop does get a post. It's not easy to organize a battery. Like the problems are long term, but also like you said, we need to take into account any improvements into the opponent's position. So like the e file opening is certainly a welcome development, whereas here you feel like they're gasping for air. What do? They can't even develop anything. Push this pawn to blunt this bishop. You go here. You could even regroup like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we at? We're at this position now.
Yeah, I think we should. It's gonna be super interesting soon, so we should take a quick break right now.
Yeah,
I think that's what.
absolutely.
We should do. Yeah. All right, guys. The games are still on. Super interesting. We're gonna take a quick break, 5-10 minute break, and then we're gonna rejoin, and we're gonna stay till the end.
Cute commentators. Thank you, Akash. We'll continue being cute after the break, bud.
All right.
See ya.
All right.
All right, guys, we're back. And yeah, we're gonna continue checking this out. This is probably the most tense moment of the entire championship.
We have final hours, probably 1.5 to 2 hours of this stream, and we will sing. We already have one champion, we can call him. Right? If he will be either champion or co-champion, depending
Right.
on the board number 2. And what? Let's see where the craziest game's happening right now.
Yeah, Omeo, if Nai, thanks, Guapa. I agree. We do have some cute commentators. Okay, so look, he's at least.
What game is this? Donald Johnson?
Yeah, I mean it's losing, right?
Yeah, looks pretty losing.
Yeah, it looks pretty losing, right? Because you had connected passers. Okay.
Yeah. Boy.
Our boy. Oh no. Well, some F3.
Rook D2, Rook
What's
D5.
this? No, Rook
yeah,
D2, Rook D5. Right.
yeah.
So you got to play F3.
Mm-hmm.
It's Ben Feingold's favorite move, apparently.
And if takes Queen G4.
Right. Queen G4.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps.
Queen G4.
Oh, Mesgen. What's the? Oh no, there's no Queen G4. There's Mate 22.
Oh, there's mate in it too, yes.
Yes, indeed. So, oh, Nathaniel, my boy.
It's over, right? Also there.
I've seen better days. Now, okay, this Tugs game. You know, the knight. It has to clog the F file, and White's king is very safe.
Yeah. It's like, looks like perpetual. Check back, perpetual.
Yeah, yeah, and like some sort of weird positional draw.
Yeah.
If we were to go for this.
Yeah. How did Sandeep mess it up? Let's go, but we skipped.
Oh, okay. You couldn't contain yourself. I see.
What are you
so-
playing? No, I'm just trying to understand why he gave up his stars for bishop. Well, how this happened, Brooks?
Rook AD1, Knight B3. He's like forced to
So he had to take
Or-
A7. No, just take A7.
take
right?
A7, but yeah, the knight still will go. I mean, after you take this, or no, you must
Just
take
keep
and
the
then
bishop,
take.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, you would think bishop. There is no because F6.
No, bishop A7. What's the problem?
Taking here.
Yeah, move it somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. White's
Yeah.
better.
Just keep it.
But you feel like, look, black's pieces have room to breathe again. You know, a line like this. Like, look at this. Like, look, black's pieces can't breathe. You know, that's the big difference.
Yeah.
So anyway,
No, also he was winning completely. Like this idea of him pushing the A pawn was really bad.
yeah, to give target
Yeah, just to let his knight improve to C5.
and
That
then
was-
liquidating.
yeah,
too.
it was just a bad idea.
The whole queen side
Yeah.
was like practical.
And like the
stalemate.
final position right now that we have. So was he thinking he can win a pawn on B7? Like, is he thinking he can win a pawn on B7 or what?
and
Allowing a lot of
yeah.
stuff.
I mean,
Yeah, this is the best position black had since move like 10.
right? Yeah, since the end of the opening.
Yes. Like,
Yeah, can you take even? I mean,
no, I don't think.
I don't know. Maybe, but okay. Is he counting on something with the passed pawn in the center? I mean,
Yeah.
it
He's
doesn't.
probably realizing he's messed up his advantage.
Does
yes, no.
does the bishop want to post up on a6 to and then the rook blockading? I mean, it looks like there are a few different setups that work. Maybe he just stays there, but
Yeah, but
you wanna
probably white
shield.
need to push that pawn at some point.
yeah.
Yeah, the advantage is gone, unfortunately. Oh, he took.
Rook c2. Okay, so that it more high stakes move you would say than.
Oh, there's rook g2 forced draw with rook c2. Can we play on rook c2? Is rook f1 only move? Or queen? Yeah, wait, rook f1 only move. Already?
Yeah, because there's this.
Okay.
Queen
So
g3.
let's play it.
So here.
So he's hoping for d6. Okay, let's go play queen g3, d6, queen e3.
Bishop c6, queen c6.
No,
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 f7,
no.
f7,
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 yes.
f7. Okay, so here.
And
And
bishop c6
the
now.
difference was. What was the difference
Queen f6 check.
versus here? What was
He
the
goes king
difference?
h7. That's why. And now it's covered up.
Yeah,
now
yeah,
he just
yeah,
takes
yeah.
on e7.
Right. Yeah. And yeah, you don't even have queen
Yeah.
e7 because this thread is so
Yeah,
big.
this is pretty sad for Sandeep.
Okay,
move.
this Donald Johnson Arthur Gould game looks not so promising.
He already played rook c2.
Okay, so let's see this. Avi. Okay, we've seen this. Gus Huston. Yeah, we weren't really a fan of what White had done with the place. It just gives Black such a clear plan.
Yeah.
The space
F5
advantage
was
doesn't
played.
really felt. You can't play on the queen side, the side in which your pawn chain points. Yeah, like definitely like what Black's done with the place. Wow, this, after such a long day of commentating, this very crowded sector of the board gives me a little headache. But okay, so you have to move the queen. That much I do know.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it just doesn't look like there's counterplay. I mean, White's just barely hanging on. This is an interesting development for this Iris game. Are we going to see Rook B4? I mean, there's Knight F5, perhaps. Knight C4 covers. Rook C2. Queen E6.
But also c4 is kind of hanging right away.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So Knight F5, Knight C4. Whether you go Rook D2 or... I mean, maybe Rook D4 are the safest. I don't know why I was so attracted to Rook C2. Here... Oh, maybe because I didn't want to think about this move, Rook B2. I mean, even so... Like, this... again, strong players should always be looking at transformations far ahead. So, like, assuming, these pawns drop off, we have a 4 versus 3. I know with single rook should be a draw with this defensive setup. I know without it, it's still possible to make the draw. There's a game, Korchnoi and Toshin, which we could show the people later, maybe. But, what was I going to say? What about with 2 rooks? Have you studied this 4 versus 3 on the same side with 2 rooks? I feel like I've only seen it with 1 rook.
The result?
Yeah, have you seen it in some endgame textbooks, or do you remember
Probably.
anything?
No, so.
All right.
You know what? The psychological moment, I want to go back to the board number 2. He was like winning the whole game, right?
Yeah.
And now, if he calculates this and understands now that he already sees by now that Rook F1, Queen E3, King H1, Rook takes G2 is just a draw.
Right.
And just by seeing that, he might not play Rook F1 and just be losing.
D6 is losing somehow.
Right now, D6,
Yeah.
the F7 defended. So Bishop C6 is mate. Queen F2, Queen H2.
Queen F2, King H1, Bishop C6, but then Queen C6, right?
No. What do you play after Bishop C6 right away?
Here?
Right away, Bishop C6.
Queen C6.
No, this is lost.
Okay, I know that's
Yeah.
lost, but I mean, okay, yeah.
Because you lose D6 pawn right away.
Yeah, and then this, and... But is there any... Oh no, the dark squares might be too weak. The bishop can't defend the king entering.
Hopefully he doesn't calculate.
I wonder if there's a fortress, actually.
The
if
point
rook stays.
is with that Rook F1 is the only move right now to create counterplay. But then they have this problem of Queen E3 and Rook takes G2. Having
Yeah,
this
kinda-
psychological moment, like he could actually.
And look at this too, Rook B8, like... There's also this idea.
That's a Rook F1 has to play.
Yeah, you have to expel the dangerous queen.
But psychologically, when you understand this as a shock, this what he missed before, this Queen E3 check and Rook takes G2,
Yeah.
it gives him no chance to play.
But, okay, you could say you missed that all day, but, like, really, losing the plot here is definitely more of, like, the accurate narrative, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Because-
It's all been missed. It's
Because even if you miss that, like,
Also,
look,
I think
you
he
allowed the
played-
counterplay. This wasn't the only way to make a draw, by the way.
He played a little bit fast. He played a little bit fast.
Yeah.
with dark the bishop moves.
So, okay, knowing what you know now, I mean, we already suspected that this was no good. I would be very hesitant to take there, as high stakes of a move it is, since you're grabbing some material, you have something tangible to play for. Do you think, you would probably be playing something like this, right?
No, rook f1.
And trying to, okay, you'd play rook f1 to
Yeah.
keep the queens on the board.
100%. It's a much better move. Queen c7, probably the best.
Yeah, to counter.
And just play on. Just play this, at least. At least play this.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, with d6. Yeah, you're right. It's a neater move.
No, what the problem is, it's a pure blunder of queen b7, rook c2, and rook takes g2 move. It's a pure 100% blunder. Because otherwise he would never take that pawn on b7. So he blundered not the rook c2 move, but he blunders the whole
Right,
thing.
right, yeah. The whole thing,
Because he
including
sees f7 attack, yes.
conceptually.
Yeah.
I mean, but this is why it's so dangerous to play with calculation alone.
Yeah.
All right, so this, what is this? What is this transformation here?
Rook f4 is the only move right now.
Rook f4, man, it's unfortunate for black. Knight f6 doesn't work.
No.
That would be kind of nice. I mean, there's also rook f8 check as a refutation. What is this? Oh no.
Interesting.
I mean, it should be safe with the pawn on h3.
Yeah, bishop, move the bishop, play h3.
Bishop f3 and then h3. Do you want your bishop here or here? Because your bishop here, I could see there being some problems with it being way too tied up to the pawn, and like d7, you at least have some barrier against the king. In order to make further headway, you'd have to either exchange some pawns.
I think
or-
bishop should be on f5. So I have
Yeah,
a
bishop.
chance also to attack with bishop b1.
Bishop
or
b1,
something-
yeah,
something
correct.
at some
Yeah,
point.
I assume white wouldn't allow you to stay there. That's why I was considering more of an anchored square, but yeah, I take your point.
Yeah.
Iris, okay, knight f5 indeed played. Davis, we've seen. Okay, so this was what I was getting at. So you were talking about this player with black, very professional, in your words, which I
Yes.
agree with. This is like model play by black. H3 definitely feels like the more weakening. Because you want to brace for impact on the F file. And
Difficult, yeah.
if maybe was he, I mean, okay, it's not like he missed this, but bishop c4 may be more accurate. Yeah, that's just game over, right? Queen g3, rook f2. Okay, so this, and no chance to survive this.
Rook f4.
Rook f4, bishop c8, all the nice moves, and
The game finished, right?
yeah.
The game finished.
Kind of feel bad that this it's so thematic to do this, but I mean
Let's go to
crush is crush.
game 11. That's what I know. One of our
Ah,
I mean,
what happened
because-
here? This is kind of a very welcome development for white.
yeah. So
Tied to no chance.
so
to
he
squeeze
somehow
away
lost the
bishop.
pawn on d4. Let's see how did he lose that pawn.
He
E3
liquidated
was
it.
played. So this h5.
So-
queen d8 is a mistake.
No, a4. I think queen a6 is a mistake. Why not play queen d5?
Queen d5, yes.
More-
Oh yeah, right here, of course, queen d5. Queen d5 was the correct
Yeah,
move.
the pressure on there is not real.
Yeah, queen d5 was correct. This was just lost of tempo, right?
Right, and now white gets rid of the weakness, and now
And
black
trades.
has a weakness.
Rook b1 is a little bit passive, right? Very passive, right?
Yeah, I think he wants to keep the black queen honest from rook d1, or queen e1, rook d1 rather.
Yeah.
Although there is a counterattack on f5. I mean, if he removes this from the obstacle, I think he has to play what, queen e4
I wouldn't trade queen ever if I am playing for win.
with black.
Yeah. I mean, if you trade queens,
Okay.
it's very hard to win.
Yeah, but I'm thinking how to make progress. Maybe bishop here, or maybe we
No, maybe rook b4 somehow just do something.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what that
Like
something
just,
is.
Yeah, just something.
Bishop, the more I see this move, the more I kind of am digging it. You could fix this.
No, the plan, if you really want to win, is to make sure white wastes a lot of time drain the time. And
Oh,
then,
phantom threats. Of course,
Yeah,
yeah. You
just-
mask your intentions.
Yeah,
I got you.
Just go back and forth, like remove his time, and then go for
Mhm.
something.
And then maybe touch h5 here or there.
Oh,
like,
Sandeep's gonna lose now. I told you he's not gonna do it psychologically because he's.
well,
gonna
yeah, the
think-
rook b8 was the idea.
Yes,
He
so-
couldn't. Yeah, he couldn't.
He couldn't psychologically withstand this moment.
And the worst part about it is rook b8 is, it flows so naturally, right? So unfortunate.
But it's very invisible. Rook b8, queen takes d7.
Mesgen,
And
Gopal,
then-
team awesome. Can we see game 19, Andrew versus Xavier? We had a request from US Chess.
Okay, let's take a look.
Wow, what an interesting endgame. So this was that Najdorf that we didn't revisit. I mean,
He played rook b8.
oof, what?
This Najdorf?
Yeah, this was this night. Oh,
Wait, what happened?
oh, look at this from what looks like a fantastic position. He played out of nowhere.
Rook f2, blunder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
And then how did it become
what
even-
could go wrong
what
here?
could go wrong? Yes.
What could go? Okay. I
what-
mean, but still,
Like what? Why? Right?
right? Okay. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you couldn't even take e4. We're cruising here. We're living our best life. I don't know about c3. I mean, okay,
Okay.
it's a blunder.
Blunder of the pawn one.
That's the only way.
Mm-hmm. Still winning completely. b5.
Yeah.
Then e5. Okay, e5 is not taboo.
I don't know.
Just
this
play
is-
b6.
Yeah, or
But
king,
b6.
or king d4.
But b6.
b6, sure.
Winning. Ah, could be a little bit tricky, but knight will get on time.
Right, yeah. But yeah, still, there's no need, we shouldn't even be in a position to calculate this. Now here, h3, king d4. Could they have played h2? The idea of knight takes rook g1. Wouldn't that have been something? I think that works, right?
What?
h2. He played bishop. They played bishop b7, right? But if they play h2,
Mm-hmm.
what are you gonna do? That's it, right? It's lights out. So yeah, h2. The bishop is untouchable. Rook f1, bishop f3. Somehow it finds a way to make a mess. That's remarkable. I mean, still, the h1 is running here. Rook e2. Do you think... Okay, what would you say percentage? White still wins this with this idea.
So what's the move? Bishop g2.
Bishop g2 looks pretty sporty to me.
It's only move. If you don't play it, I
Yeah,
play
but
knight.
then if I play here, then you just go back, huh?
Why can't I just?
Yeah, taking rook h1. So yeah, we're talking about this line
Yeah.
here. Take rook h1. And yeah, I mean,
Probably drawn still.
Wow.
After rook a2.
isn't that crazy how like the tolerance of a position in chess? It's nuts. Wow.
Let's
So what's happening now?
Let's go to the Sandeep's game because it's game number 2. Like it's the most important that he's just losing. So yeah, Sandeep blundered like what I told you about rook f1, the critical move
Yeah.
to make a draw because he doesn't want to draw. Obviously, he just thinks about this that he's still trying to play for win, which is delusional because of rook b8, and now his only move is just rook d3 and queen e5 if his opponent finds, and it's over. Which could have been just blundered.
Yeah, when I think about it, yeah.
Because what he doesn't miss is queen d7, rook b2, rook f1, queen h3.
Yeah.
That's blundered. But with the rook d3, there's little chance that there's at least no checkmate.
Yeah, but you have to, yeah.
So what is? So this is the position he's.
And this is lost? Question mark?
Rook f3 is fine here. He's not losing right now.
No, not
Yeah.
at all.
So why? So wait. Put back queen at e5. Queen e5. Queen d7.
do you
what's
play?
the-
Do you take right now? Rook g2.
You have to. Yes.
Yeah. That's
Rook g2
smart.
is
I
winning.
mean, you say A, you say B, right?
Yeah.
So
you have to do
here,
it.
and yeah.
And
somehow
by now,
that's
this
gonna-
guy Chavez already realized he's winning. So from being just losing.
Yeah, like completely.
Yeah. Do you understand why I brought this up about he's psychologically gonna blunder this? Because this happened before a few times about when he's winning and then he misses something and then he has a draw to make the draw and then he still do everything but
Yeah.
not a draw, you know? So yeah, this happened. Queen a6, mate, and 11. So what the guy has to find? Rook
Well,
b3.
okay, yeah. Rook b2, Queen f1.
Rook
it's still holding on, but
Rook
yeah.
b3 is game over, right? Right.
Right, yeah, threatening the very cute mate.
But we're hoping for this mistake?
Yeah, Queen f1, and
Oh,
now
that would just be
it's game. What about Queen f1? Does that hold as well?
what move?
Rook bb2, let's say. And then, oh wait, hold on. I should be making these moves. Rook. Oh, he did play Rook b3.
Yeah, it's over.
I was just curious about this. That's all.
You can't stop this guy right now.
Oh no,
because-
no! It doesn't stop anything. Jeez.
Yeah.
Ouch. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, Sandeep showed
yeah,
very
he brought-
solid chess, throughout the tournament, but
Yeah.
just a critical moment, Okay, let's see. Nathaniel trying to fight down an exchange in troubled waters. Yeah, no good. So, Avi Kaplan Tuxmore went with this setup with the bishop here. I think it looks like some sort of positional draw, maybe? King here, rook h8. I mean, I like I said, I didn't really
they got
care
this
for the bishop.
with the bishop on g2, right?
Yeah, so he's repeated once so far, but doesn't necessarily mean third time, of course.
So he will repeat king b2,
Can you
put the pawn on
put
a4.
the chat, please? Yeah. Can you put
Chat?
the chat, please? Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Gus's situation has improved here. Like, you kind of wonder about knight e6, knight d4. I mean, I know there's queen g3, but even knight c5. But maybe then he manages to reorganize somehow. There is h... Oh, no, because knight h6. So what I'm calculating basically was here. Here, and all of a sudden this is rather annoying. Like, you would want to have time to play knight d4, but there's knight h6. Or knight c5, knight h6. So, maybe we don't rush this. What do you think? Rook g5? Something? Yeah, I mean... Still feels very uncomfortable for white.
Yeah.
I don't think he solved the problems. Let's go to 9.
Iris? No,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, this is...
It's number 7 then.
Oh, whoops, I can't count.
Yeah.
What is this? All of a sudden...
d5,
Yeah, now he's playing for a win.
With black?
Yeah, looks like, right? Well, maybe not so soon. You could play g6 first. There's also, like, you could build some tension.
No, there's probably just takes d5 and takes c4. But then a queen d5 check. A
Mhm.
queen d4 check back. And that's probably theoretical draw.
Really, that's interesting. I would contest that. Here, so here. Oh, oops. This here.
Yeah, and you have
Very cute sequence. I
you have to
think,
go
yeah.
put the rook back behind, yeah.
Right, exactly.
four.
So here, or maybe, yeah,
Nothing.
yeah, and then because you have 8, you can still. Well, but what about g5?
It's probably a losing position.
Right, because you get to restrict the king. It's too much space,
Probably
right?
losing, yes. I mean, you could. I don't know about g5, yeah, but
Or you would prefer to bring the king first. I kind of like the gating the space.
I mean, if you go g5, king f3, do you play f5 or not?
I was thinking about this. I mean, I was thinking h5 also, but maybe f5.
Yeah, king e3.
But does this also cut off options for a king? Which
Well,
I
it's
kind
cut
of.
off anyways by my king.
That's true, but
So it needs precision there.
yeah.
That's what white's going to decide if they want to play a defending position like that. They
Yeah.
probably shouldn't if they have anything better.
Unless they're really confident, because that could be a relatively routine hold if they, know for sure that that's... Yeah, I mean, even unpleasant as that is to be pawned down like that, you always want to see if you can try to play for, more than just 2 results. If you're the defending side, that is. All right, David Zong, we saw this game. Nicolas Alejandro de Colina. So, what was this? What looked like a catastrophe in the making for Black? I'm wondering, have they actually come out smelling like roses with this knight really outfoxing this bishop?
This happened? This all happened?
Hold on, wait, but wait, white is up 2 pawns. He's gonna lose one of them.
Yeah.
Maybe bishop b3.
C4 actually is a good move.
c4, take,
Yeah.
take.
A winning position for white.
Yeah, yeah.
Most like this king goes.
Yeah, just the king goes f4. Okay, so yeah, if he gets there, he got there. Not without some adventures along the way. I guess what happened? Oh, okay, so some trick was blundered. He didn't see knight 8. This was threatened, but actually Black is in just such a cramped position. It's hard to see what he's gonna do anyway. This was a really intriguing game. We missed some developments here. So after the c4, which we weren't a fan of, I mean, what it just seems a bit awkward. That's all.
Yeah. Why not rook f4?
Because I don't know. Vishnu's pressing for win. And really h5. I guess the knight is so glued. And now, look, the consequence of c4, like playing on the side of the board where you're weaker, right? Basic strategic idea. It's hard to outsmart chess principles that have been cultivated for years and years, right? Knight f3. Still some life, I think, but we prefer black for sure. What game you want to see next? 11?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So creeping forward, time very even. I wonder what kind of phantom threats black will be able to create here.
B4, bishop c3, just like squeeze more.
Just squeeze, yeah.
Yeah, squeeze more.
The weakness of f5 not even felt. Maybe, so here, this is an interesting question. Do we play b4 now, this white?
Big commitment.
It's a very big commitment.
So black is pushing, yep. Black is pushing there.
What's your feeling on b4? For white? Because it is white's move.
I don't like it.
No?
No, just bishop c3. Same moves.
Yeah. So maybe we could use that tempo for something more productive. What that is, I really have no idea, to be honest with you. But, yeah, also, like, let's not forget about some rook take e3 on the horizon.
Yeah.
Okay, black is pushing. This is the type of endgame I was kind of worried about. I don't know if it was this game we were talking about. I think it was maybe the Iris game. We were talking about 4 versus 3 with 2 rooks. In this position, I mean, we have the extra center pawn, this A pawn going absolutely nowhere. White is going to lose this pawn, right? And it just depends on what they can exchange along the way. Yeah, so with the 1 rook, we know it should be a theoretical draw. But this f4
No, right
gives,
now it's losing.
Yeah, exactly, because you have all this extra attacking force on the board.
Because you're gonna lose 1 pawn right now. You're gonna lose your third rank pawns.
And then black can create this extra weakness with g5.
Yeah.
You know?
Also rook c6, rook c3.
And-
I don't know how to defend against that. What was it?
I don't know. I don't even know if there was. Was there? Rook c6.
Rook c6 was
You're-
probably the best.
You should be playing this tournament, man. I'm telling you.
It makes sense.
No,
If you want
no,
h5, then rook c3, rook b3.
Yeah, rook b3. So we get that endgame, but with the rook and the knight,
Winning completely.
there was a game from the Ukrainian Championship. I forgot the endgame exactly, but just with knights, Bogdanovich or Navarov Bogdanovich,
Mm-hmm.
Bogdanovich, who passed away at a young age, unfortunately. But he won some really ridiculous knight endgame. It was like 3 versus 2 on the same side with the knights. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I could easily imagine those positions that is winning. Yeah.
Crazy stuff. This game we've seen, this Grunfeld game, yeah, this did not turn out so well for white. I don't know about b6, bishop a6. I guess, yeah, because you need to develop. I kind of like bishop d7, but this does get the pieces into the game. Rook c8, and the rook comes in and attacks everything.
What?
Oh boy.
He used to take the rook, right? Somehow.
Oh, maybe it was king f8, like some weird triangulation.
But it's very easy. Yeah.
This game we've seen. This game, yeah, we didn't check. So this game with chance.
Should we show how Sandeep was checkmated? That's.
I don't want to.
It was beautiful checkmate.
I don't want to make you feel.
No. We have to show this
Okay.
because it's a very beautiful checkmate.
Okay, go ahead.
We have to show the checkmate at the end. So, right about. So we stopped. So yeah. So queen a6 was a very poor try. So had to at least play
Rook d3, right?
rook d3. Yes, with some. This would be a best chance for
It's
sure.
practical, yeah.
Yes.
Because here you're.
This is just
forced-
checkmate.
He's forced to find. the
Yes,
best
and
moves.
then bishop b5, perfect. This, and look at this. Just wanted to show this checkmate. He let his opponent
Wow.
checkmate him, yeah. So probably very frustrated. And with this, why I'm showing this game, because we have two players who shared first place, and of course the tie breaks most likely will favor Jason Wang, and so they're gonna get co-champion title. That's how they do it. I don't know if they count tie breaks. Oh, they're gonna maybe play even the blitz, or I don't know.
Do
what
they?
gonna-
I don't know if they do.
They do. They don't. If they two of them,
I wish. I
they're
kinda
just gonna
wish
be
they
called
did.
co-champions.
Probably, and then somebody gets maybe first. I really don't know.
Yeah, tie break first, but I don't know what's gonna be exactly the way. But we have those two players, and now on a third place, we are going to have.
Arthur Gould looks like,
Yeah, because position is winning.
and just h4, yeah.
Maximilian Liu now against Nathaniel. Looks like in serious trouble here, unless. But queen d3, bishop e3, double check first,
First, yeah.
and then you're
it's dead
losing.
lost,
Yes,
yeah.
that's lost. Yeah. So, and if you can't go queen d3, you're lost because of bishop e3. So that position is lost already right now.
Yeah, it was bad
Just
for a while.
yeah,
but-
it's already terrible. Gus Huston.
Oh, Tugstmore, they
Yeah,
finished
we-
draw already. Did he repeat moves?
What board is that? This?
Right above, yeah.
Kaplan, right? Okay. Yeah, so that's okay. So he was able to hold this one. Didn't
I
try.
mean, yeah, without,
He didn't try for some reason. Although I would try.
yeah.
Yeah, like king h2, a4, king c3.
Because I mean,
king
with the
d4.
that's why I was like really making a big deal about where does
Yeah.
that bishop belong.
Or
Because
like, what's my even winning plan here? Like, I want to get king on d8 with rook on h7, attack c7 if my king defends it. But
Yeah.
even my king stays on b8, you still can't win.
but you have to at least play these moves. I mean, I don't know.
Is there any
Yeah.
two-song position? King d8, king b8, rook h7, and it's black to move.
Well, there's bishop f1 too.
But still, I can take. Now I can
Oh,
take.
oh, you could take.
Yeah. So there could be a
So
two-song
there could be
position.
zugzwang. So king b7.
So he had to execute this to try, because he has no risk of losing this.
Right. I mean, maybe with 3 minutes. I mean, but yeah, no, there's no way. I'm just trying to rationalize the decision. This is, yeah, unfortunate part sometimes of being a coach. You have to rationalize decisions you wouldn't normally make.
Yeah, there's a correct national co-champions. National co-champions.
Okay, so you wanted to secure the title, but as Mesgen and Eminem would say, you only got one shot,
Yeah, you
one
would
opportunity.
play for win.
Yes, play for win. That's what Eminem said in the song too.
Play for win.
All right, Iris. What is going on here? Okay. G6, Queen E6 even. I mean, this is looking a little desperate for white. Kind of not so easy to advance the pawns. Queen E5, like I was talking about. Rook
So
E8.
is Irish still thinking? Or wait, so she didn't take, or he didn't take going for this endgame.
The player
Terry
with
didn't
white,
take,
yes, the player with white did not take.
Yeah.
Let's see. So it's saying this. Sometimes the +2 doesn't mean
Yeah.
a ton. It could still be like.
They just didn't like
Draw
this
tendencies.
position.
Yeah, I would be kind of. If I knew there was even a chance, like a hint, you know, I'd be nervous to enter that as black. I mean, obviously not your. I'd be
You
just
would be
nervous to
nervous-
not win. Nervous to not win.
Ah, like that. Like that. I thought you would be nervous to get this with white.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, 100%. No, I would like to give my opponent a chance to go wrong. In that position, they could never go wrong.
Yeah, practically it's more win than a.
Oh, right, for sure.
What's then?
This is the
Vishnu? Okay, this? Oh, that's this endgame.
end game. Yeah, looks good.
Oh,
Now
they-
the pawns are fixed. That's fantastic news for De La Colina fans.
Yes.
Okay, Vishnu, he's got a rook in no man's land. His queen side's falling apart.
And he's done.
Or Arush,
right.
sorry. No, Vishnu is the one he's large and in charge. Now let's see.
He emerged with a pawn, right? He did with that pawn.
Yeah, bishop e3, rook d3.
Then what?
B4 was just seeing. Yeah, queen e4. I wasn't sure what to play even here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this can't be good. Queen c8.
Queen c8.
Queen e4, threatening rook e3, rook e1, defending both. But
Giving the pawn.
yeah, now is there some sort of holding setup?
Bishop d2 something.
Yeah.
Or rook b1. Yeah. This is
So here,
depressive defense.
okay, f4. Yeah, you have to give this pawn for no perpetual check. Yeah, what to even make of this? Oh, what's the time situation? Let's see.
1716.
So pretty even.
This happened, Queen d7?
No, this was my move.
Yeah, let's see what happened actually.
No, here he's thinking. Yeah, queen d7, keeping the options open,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. So, next game?
All right. The knight looks like it's in a
Oh, that's the
willful-
position of a third rank attack.
third rank setup, yes. And still, yeah, you could get that end. I mean, this knight is
King
just,
d7, yeah. Okay, this is
Nothing.
about to be finished.
yeah, that's finished. And we've seen all these games.
Yep. So let's go all the way back to game 3.
Oh, we were asked to see this end game. Remember?
Yes, which has finished. Yes, okay.
And
Knight f4.
oh,
Beautiful.
wow, he tricked him.
And if you okay,
Oh no.
why you're just yeah. But at
Ouch.
least maybe just go for king takes d5 position. Rook h2. Just
Yeah, take an e6.
at least a chance.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
But maybe just rook h2 is even better. Also a chance, rook e5. Not
Wow.
a chance. Although perpetual check. Almost.
Here,
Like
I think I can.
Check.
I think I can get your
Just
king
check.
away. Now here, king a7. I like.
yeah, check again.
'Cause I can
Ah,
check
you have
this.
king a6. Yeah, you have king a6 and so
Yeah. Okay. Go back where you want.
game 3. Yes, like what is it next?
So this,
Arthur
this
go
is
one,
yeah.
that's
This
it.
is confirmed.
We have to show. Like, first and
okay.
foremost.
Yes. Okay. So this we all are very familiar. Yeah, I thought he was going to resign here instead. Queen.
Okay,
King
okay.
of 6. Okay. Nothing.
Wait. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
no,
the
he's
hard
going
guy.
to resign. Sorry, bud. I mean, look, I applaud him for being very adventurous.
Yeah, he tried.
I just and you know what? That's we're lions. We're training little cubs to go out in the world and hunt.
Yeah,
And you know he's gonna get his prey
yeah.
at some point. Now, Okay, yeah, this is why I was waiting for knight e6 because as I was pointing out, this is desirable to do this, but after here, we have some problems. This, and knight h6 is a big issue. So
Yeah.
h5 drives away the knight. You'd maybe hate to take away that square from the rook, but now also f2 is vulnerable. So what do we? I mean, this looks like pretty bad still for white.
Yeah.
There's no chance. Yeah, and also these pawns are loose, like everything.
There's not many games, not that much. But we should still congratulate two players
Yeah.
and mention the importance of traditional sportsmanship.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Yes, it's very important to be composed.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if you're winning or even if you have won the game,
Mm-hmm.
regardless, just have a good sportsmanship and to some degree be humble, especially when you're winning the games, right?
Right.
Yep, that's very important. Okay, so we are. Let's go to the iris and see that.
Yeah, that's
because
that's
the
where
most.
we are.
Yeah, this is the most. Okay, so that's what happened.
Yeah, a little. I mean, yeah, we're not a fan of this. The coordination is a little strange, but should
Yeah,
be good.
should be winning
Now,
still.
now, do you play Rook A8 here?
Rook b8, rook b2, ideally. And knight
This
endgame.
this is too cumbersome, right? Maybe
Yeah,
a little.
just-
yeah, Rook B8, and
Should be winning.
wow. Okay. De La Colina, we've seen.
Yep, that's also kind of decided.
This one is. I mean, I want to say pretty much decided.
Yeah, the b2 is extremely weak now. So now the rook is entering the b2 file through the b2.
Yeah, just how would he start? Maybe A4, maybe Rook B8 now.
Rook b8, just no need for a4 at all. Just rook b8, yeah.
Or just like kind of put the burden on white to find a constructive move. Maybe here, Bishop F5.
No, I just play rook b8.
So we have what people say. So Chavez won, we know that. Okay, let's go Texas. So Jason Chavez co-champion. Yes, that's true. Faint Dog says, indeed, my coach Chavez on top. Okay.
All right, let's see. This game. Wow. What's this?
Queen e8, queen f2.
Is Queen F2? Is this not?
Queen
winning
d1,
this?
queen g4.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I'm looking for something to cover that. Here. Yeah.
But he
Queen
goes back
F1.
king h2, right?
King H2.
And
Yeah, yeah.
Even queen c4 is fine.
Yeah. I was also looking at
To some
way-
degree, it's
Yeah,
int-
you could go Queen C5.
Ah, but
or,
yes. Queen c5.
yeah, but you do get E6, but maybe you
Where
could
is
forward.
better? Let's go. Queen takes f2. Let's analyze.
Okay, so Queen F2.
Yeah, king here. Wait. Okay, go check. Yes.
Right, back.
Yes. So this moment, 1 second.
You know what would be sick if a move like Bishop E7 was like winning, with the idea of Queen E7, Queen
Yes,
F2,
Yes.
and then check here, and then check Bishop F8. But yeah, what would be most precise? Queen C4.
Let's go queen c4, queen g6, king h8, queen f5, and then queen a2.
What about this though? To
Queen g8.
yeah,
queen
and
b5.
then you take this, but now H5 isn't fatally weak. No, maybe not.
Not here. f5 is hanging.
Right? Yeah.
Queen
So
c8
I think
maybe.
yeah, and what are some percentages we're thinking of like here? It looks like white's maybe safe. Bishop F4.
We need to organize attack on e5 definitely here to on g3. If you have anything, bishop g5 is even interesting here.
Yeah, because you clear a path for the king to target another
Yeah.
artificially isolated pawn.
Okay, this still under question.
Yeah, let's see.
But we know.
wow.
You know what we didn't do?
What's up?
Let's go to standings. Like we just need to understand a little bit about what is happening, who is winning other sections, right?
Here I don't have the standings window.
We don't.
Pulled
Oh,
up,
okay.
yeah.
Let me just tell them. That I will just.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Just say. So we have K12 under 1900 section, right? And we have We didn't have anyone with a perfect score. Pulela Naren had 5.5 points. Do we have him there? Pulela Naren?
Yes, lost to.
He lost to
That was
who?
that Grunfeld game.
To whom?
Harper Wallace.
Harper Wallace, yes. And Harper Wallace now has 6 points, right? So he's gonna share the first place with some other folks. Okay. We have some games under K12, right?
Mm-hmm.
K12, 1600. I remember we had Alvar Manuel there with 6 points and Kravitz Simon. Who won between them? That's a draw.
Draw.
So they're both champions.
Relatively quick draw. That's why we missed that game.
Yeah. What about Smoolin's Joshua? Is it there or not? Yes.
Yes.
It's still going. This is the game that if Joshua wins with
Which
white.
game was this? Oh, this was that French.
Yes, yes. He unlikely to win with white and
But look at he. Yeah, I mean it didn't really. You know what was surprising was that we have this thing we missed with the Zlodarev. We kind of wrote off the survival skills. I mean, why not play Queen D5?
I don't know, why not? Yeah. What else to play?
Well, I mean, went for this tactical operation, but now the king gets to safety. I mean, and
Tactics for the sacrifice for the sake of sacrifice.
yeah, maybe.
Tactics for the sake of tactics.
Well, I mean, sacrifice your position. Why don't you? I mean, like, also look here. This was a big
Rookie 8
man.
under. Right?
Zlodarev's not old enough. But I would go to the if I were Zlodarev and if I were old enough.
But
I,
again,
I would be
what's-
going to the casino tonight, son.
Yeah, but this
Look
is
at this.
still
You
1900
missed
section,
rookie
right?
Is it
1900 or 1600 section? It's one of those.
rookie?
Yeah.
Look, I don't care. Casino tonight, baby. All right, Queen E3, Queen A2, and then yeah, White didn't try their luck. They forced a perpetual before. Well, it wasn't too late ever, but
No, go. This is life. Go,
Mm.
Maximilian Lu. Oi,
oh no,
Oy,
just
oy,
such a
oy,
good
oy.
boy too.
oi, 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 oi. Is this
Oh.
real happening?
Wow.
What is he doing? Wow. What do you say?
That's pretty. That's legendary.
Yeah, don't use
Okay.
any not non-PG words. So just what is this?
It's legendary. That's
Legendary is a
PG.
good word. Yes. No, legendary is good because normally you would say something.
Can I use a
else.
PG-13 word? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know the difference.
Look at this.
I wonder what the record is for this. How often do you get to promote to this many nights? Like we've seen 4 or 5, right? But
This is
7.
This is hilarious.
Ugh.
Do you approve such behavior?
Yeah. I mean, well, if they don't resign.
If they
then-
don't resign, right?
Yeah, they have to resign.
Our boy Nathaniel doesn't resign.
I mean, maybe it was the first night promotion. But you know what?
Do
Maybe
you give 0.0.1 chance for this to be a stalemate?
it depends on how fast Homeboy is playing.
It was fast.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Wow, what a way! What a funny way to end the tournament.
It's
I
just
feel
fun
sorry.
for us to see this.
Yeah, it really breaks monotony. I don't think I've seen 7 nights. This is definitely making.
How is he-
I know JJ's gonna be writing this article, and I know this is for sure making it in there. What's funny is that it's already Meton too. Like these extra nights are so superfluous. Like this forms such an interesting cage.
Oh yeah, 96, 96 is already made.
You wouldn't think, right?
Yeah.
But he has this mechanism.
He doesn't even need a king, you know. It's crazy.
Now, okay, here. How about this 50 move rule? So, okay, this was the last pawn move.
Come on.
No, I know. I'm just.
They won't even reach 12 moves.
I know,
Yes.
but still.
Yes.
Anyway, okay. So, did we miss anything?
This is actually a live position.
This is your tournament. You approve this behavior.
Checkmate. Next
kidding.
move, right?
Does he go for it? Oh yeah. No,
he
he's
goes
good.
for he goes
Or is he a sicko? Does he play knight G4?
No, he will checkmate. If he doesn't checkmate, he has no credibility. No, he did checkmate. Okay, next game. Okay.
So this had been bad for a while, right? How did
Yes.
it even? Yeah, no, of course,
So
right?
with
F2
F3,
is
yes.
falling, and F3 this fork.
Yep.
That's also decided.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to game 11. Let's see if changed. Oh, we predicted this, right?
Well, yeah, I don't think
Or
we had
should
to,
we refresh just in case?
we
Is
did.
there-
I don't think we had to be Nostradamus really to predict. Oh no, I did it again. Isn't it so funny? We've been doing this
Yeah.
the whole time and we've learned nothing. Was
Check
11?
if-
11,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we predicted. So now you said Queen F2, Queen C5, and I also mentioned Queen C4, right? So we've got two. It actually matters where do we want White King to be in some of the lines. But we will also give
Is
the
there tr-
chance. I think Queen C4 should be better.
Queen C4.
And we analyze.
Oh,
already.
you know what? What about
When?
such a move like Queen C4?
I think
like
it's
this?
only asking for troubles. Like
Oh, sure, but I mean, could it also be
You
more? You could ignore it too, right?
Queen G4, you're asking for trouble now. And then I have moves.
Like B4, perhaps.
And yeah, you're asking for trouble. Now that's it. It's going to be winning now.
All right. Well, one order of trouble, maybe if they get tempted. Yeah, remarkably tricky.
What's the game number 12, Wesley?
That was that third rank attack that you like so much.
It's over. Okay.
So he can only get 2 knights. That's the the positive side. So we don't have to endure that.
Up, all the way up. All the games decided there on the up.
Yes.
Yeah. So okay, this is the one that is.
That is the least. We need to still cover this. This is the most. This has the most intrigue. I
Yes.
think.
But now it's 2 pawns.
Yeah.
The intrigue is disappearing here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Slowly.
I agree. Smullins. What was it? Huh.
What's the game?
Did this really need to happen?
Yes, actually, yes, it has to happen. I saw this. King E6, Knight G7, King E5.
Okay,
It's winning
yeah,
position
yeah.
completely.
Here, Rook A3. Yeah,
Yes.
the knight's glued.
Yes, it had to happen.
Here, C6. Rook
Maybe
C3.
technique is not percent, but it's completely winning position.
Right. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
It's King E4.
Do you-
H5, Rook C6, and then Rook A6.
Okay. Dumb question. Can we take here?
I wouldn't.
I don't think you need to.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like the most efficient. Okay. So,
Rook C5? Wait, really? No, Knight D3.
no, it must be no.
Drop? Delay?
Yeah, maybe with the DGT board.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's almost all the important things, important games. So Arthur Go 1, yes. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much. So game number 6 had no questions, right? After C6? Yes, this the only game that actually, yeah, game number 6, right? Gus Huston, yeah. So C6, any hope.
Zero chance. King cut off. I mean, okay,
Knight D7,
okay,
yeah, Knight
you
D4.
could play for a little bit, but
Mhm.
now here, what's the GM level move? It's H4.
No.
Just no.
GM level moves King F7.
H4. King F7.
Yeah, just King F7, King F6.
Could also go Rook C8 too.
Everything is.
Yeah, everything is
simple,
good.
but probably just take is the simplest.
Yeah,
Now
but
King
you know,
F7.
I want to be stylish and not exchange pawns when I'm
Hmm.
stronger side. And I guess he could play it. They could play F4, but okay. Yeah, this is decided. Rook
Rook
C4.
C4.
Yeah, that's it.
Takes all the pawns.
Okay.
Decided 2. That is decided. Let's go. Oh wait, the game 11 ended in a draw somehow. How
So
did-
quickly?
yeah, why? We have questions. Wait, he took a draw?
No, it played Queen C5.
He played Queen C5 instead of Queen C4.
Yeah, but play Queen C8 here.
Wait, why they take draw?
play queen c8.
Yeah, you had to play it.
Yeah, I mean, you have an extra pawn.
Yeah, had to play
You're
this.
better.
Had to play this.
No risk.
Wow, interesting.
What was at stake for them, for these players? In what section are they? They're in the championship, right? The top section.
Yes, yes. And
Okay.
You have a
Yeah,
fourth.
he's
Just
2100.
have to play. Yeah, has to play.
Yeah, until the end. What was the time like? It was. Oh, we can't see the.
There's just no
timestamps
harm
yet.
in playing.
No, for sure.
Yeah, and a lot of players would probably actually win this position.
Yeah, you could play 100 moves.
Mm-hmm.
I think like one thing I've talked about with certain students is we talk about not revealing. I think that was even in this game, right? We talked about not revealing your cards too early, right? Especially if you plan to undertake decisive action. A lot of players, I think, feel demonstrating progress is a burden, but they're on the stronger side. So what are they afraid of?
I don't know.
Maybe everything is so concrete, right? Like we're
Lack of
talking
technique,
about.
I think, that it's possible. The position is possible to win still. You just have to create problems for
Yeah, phantom threats.
this game.
Like,
Just
yeah.
finished too. Okay.
Yeah, that one was decided a long time ago.
So Gus, okay. So Gus about to lose. Terry, Iris, also
Oh,
losing
that
now. The knight is
knight.
getting trapped even more. Yeah, this is losing too. So we don't have any meaningful games left, actually. So it's all decided here. So we should quickly go over the standings and just announce our winners. We already have confirmed winners, actually. So on a K-12 championship, we have. I'll just go there one more second. We have Jason Wang together with Divi Prasad Sharveth sharing first place with 6.5 points out of 7. And on a third place, we have players who scored 6 points, and those are Arthur Guo, Nico Chasen, Maximilian Liu. Yep.
And Tuxtumor?
Let's see if Tuxtumor got it as well. No, 5.5.
5.5.
Yeah, that's it. That what? Oh, actually, there will be some players, right? Like Kartik or Johnson Donald, who.
Donald Johnson lost, right, to go.
Yeah.
Did we have Advait Karthik did win?
Yeah.
That was the professional game.
Yeah. So Advait Kartik is also joining the.
And what about this Terry Luo, Iris Mu? They could join as well.
You think?
Mm-hmm. 5.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
They
there are
could
many
join
players.
6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gus Huston
And the guy.
Jean
So
Marco
who
Cruz.
just beat our guy Moore Nathaniel with Million Knights, Maximilian Liu.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So and for the K-12 under 1900, the winner is, as we already just said, was Harper, Wallace Harper, right? Sharing.
Yeah, beat.
Oh, they have a big tie
Naren
there.
Pula with
So we
black.
won't even be able to say exactly who is who, but they're sharing the first place
with
there.
6 points. Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys can actually check all the results on uschess.org results.
Yeah, we can put
2023.
we can put
Put
you
the
can
link,
put the link
yeah.
in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, they can check all the results there. And with that, we will say goodbye, I guess, right, to our audience, because this is
I guess so. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
just
this-
just one game.
there's nothing like crazy important left.
I got you.
Yeah.
Guys, it's been a pleasure. It really
Yes.
has. I can't tell you guys how much fun I had. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much, Gopal, for your commentary, for all your
Thanks,
knowledge. It was great. Thank you for this organization. I think it went very well. I didn't hear anything, no complaints here, so it's all went well.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone felt welcome, and
Yeah.
we will be seeing you guys on our next streams. And thank you for being with us.
Take care, guys.
Take care, guys. Bye bye.